Welcome back, everybody, after a very exciting 3-0 Rocket League game. Very quick, very one-sided. Good job to our boys on the Rocket League. But we are here now with the Valorant guys. I'm Roy here with Gary, and we're on to map number 1. It's going to be Fracture Mizzou versus UC Santa Cruz.
Yeah, exciting might not even be the word I would choose for that Rocket League series. That was over in a flash, but we have a good series coming up now in our NACE Valorant regular season. And we're just going to get straight into the action here. We saw Mizzou take on Fracture a couple weeks ago. Not a map that they looked particularly strong on, but it looks like they have a bit of a different strat coming in here this time, as they are going to be running Panda on Chamber, which is a very interesting pick. They are going to be bringing the Tejo out again, but we're seeing a bit more of a traditional comp on the side of UC Santa Cruz. Bringing in that Killjoy as well. Haven't seen her as much due to some recent balance changes, but I'm going to give her a try, as well as that Neon.
Yeah, the Neon, we have seen a lot of Neon on this map in the past. This is a very fast-paced, aggressive map. Usually you saw her paired alongside with the Raze as that double duelist, as Panda, the shot, it does not land. He does have to teleport away as the wall goes up. He hears the Neon run out, and the smokes will fall as well. So immediately, Santa Cruz onto this bomb site, and it's just going to be a 5v5. But yeah, you were talking about it. You were saying it is interesting seeing a little bit of a lineup swap here, as the Chamber is going to be here for Panda as a good mark, and Adalia is able to pick one up, but you got to clear that corner. You got to clear your corners, guys.
Yikes.
The Neon finds two, and now Panda, all alone, finds the first. The slide, but from behind, the breach will claim Panda, and University, California, Santa Cruz will find up round number 1.
Okay, using their full government name there. A little bit of an unfortunate pistol round loss, but it does mean for us we are going to get an early Martial Menace coming out from Panda. And honestly, Chamber, one of the better picks to play these snipers on, and Panda has been pretty good with the snipers so far this season. So looking for an early bounce back round here. This is certainly not a bad way to do it.
Yeah, last week we did see Adalia on the Chamber. Not the worst to see. The swap up here, Adalia, while it was good, definitely some moments that were a little bit less than favorable. A lot of those Headhunter shots just not landing. So being onto the Starfragger Panda is a very nice idea here, as the right clicks go through. Adalia will fall on site. Panda's trying to find some right clicks through the smoke. Can't find anything yet. Some no scopes as well. Gonna send the stun out. The rockets as well. Might be able to find a kill. No, just down to very low. But B-Dog there to clean it up. 4 versus 4. Multiple members down very low. Spams through the smoke. And GPL able to find one. Panda next to fall. The nade goes out. They're trying to make space, but on the side, Waiter and B-Dog fall. GPL gives the 3K over to Ken Lei-Win. And UCSC is able to claim the anti-eco. Now on to the bonus.
Yeah, that Teo damage is just so strong, but Mizzou just not quite able to capitalize off of it. You saw some low health bars across the board for UCSC towards the end of that round, but a couple shots go astray, and when you're down that gun advantage, playing on that anti-eco, it's just a little bit of a tough situation. So Mizzou going to be going for the full buy here against the bonus round. Let's see what they have up their sleeve for this one.
Yeah, Mizzou really need to pick up this round. The flash goes through Panda, forced off the angle, and Neon really trying to find it, but just can't.
Yeah, really good setup play from the Neon to go in off of that flash, but
oh, through the smoke. Panda and Adalia do fall. B-Dog just has to sit back and wait as these smokes are currently fading. The stuns go out.
Spike planted.
Unfortunately, the rockets will not land. In Mizzou, they might just opt for a save.
yeah, you don't see this all that often, but it's not a bad play, especially on a round where you're just trying to recover your economy deficit. But definitely not the start you want to see early for Mizzou. They have had some issues with this map, obviously, in the past, but yeah, you're going to see all 3 members just cowering over on A site. GPL and B-Dog just setting up a little bit of a crossfire to hopefully catch a member of Santa Cruz as they come through here.
That they will. GPL finds the first. They're trying to cover for each other. Up, down. B-Dog able to find the second. Find the third,
Ooh.
too.
Okay, that's actually a really good end to that round. Taking out 3 members there and really putting a dent in that credit bank that UCSC should have had built up from 3 rounds in a row. But now they're not looking too great. Mizzou, they're not going to be able to full buy, but yeah, that definitely helps them not dig as big of a hole for themselves.
Yeah,
So
it helps. It's still very unfortunate. Mizzou do save 3 guns. We're going to see the 4-step on Panda and Adalia, Bulldog, and a Guardian. And as you said, it does feel good to get 3 rifles out of the way. GPL is going to get tagged, the stun, but the paint shells to make some space. They're going to be able to grab this orb as well. Get just a little bit closer to that showstopper. Playing 2 members here by this door. The boom bot. Will it get a tag? Yes, it will. So they do have some idea as 4 members posted over here. Meanwhile, just the Killjoy on the other side. Good dodge from GPL. The salvos. All of the util waiters able to find one, but forced away. Unfortunately, GPL, the util can't get to safety like his teammates, so he falls 1 for 1 in the end. Duelist for duelist.
that's a really expensive 1-for-1, though. I mean, they just dumped so much utility into getting that 1 kill onto the Rays. And it's a duelist for duelist, so...
Panda's in such a good position here. They have no idea he's under, but he's just looking the wrong way. B-Dog sees some individuals, but with that, they hear the trip. Panda hears the noise. He's going to start rotating over. He might have the perfect timing here.
Spike planted.
Finds one. That's a big pick. That's the way you want to open up this retake, and he gets away. Stuns. Util all being dumped onto the site. Going to try and clear out that corner. No one's there. 2 people up in heaven. 1 back over. Nice shot there from B-Dog up towards tower. Finds the second. Finds another. 5 HP, and they've just got it on lockdown. Mizzou able to finally pick up their first.
I think those 3 kills that happened at the end of that last round, Mizzou winning this one makes that extremely worth it, because now you're going to be heading into this 5th round pretty much even in terms of economy. Mizzou actually going to be running in with a slight advantage, and you're going to see Nonsense on the side of UCSC is going to be just picking up the Sheriff with those regen shields. He does have that Armageddon ready to go, but Mizzou, they're coming in here with a showstopper, so definitely a bit...
A lot of big ultimates here. Mizzou showstopper. Santa Cruz, they do have the orbital laser and that Armageddon. Very, very powerful ultimates. We'll see how they want to play these. Are you playing for post plant, or are you using them to initiate into these fights and finding those early picks?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of crazy post plant plays with these Teo and Brimstone ultimates in tandem before.
Trip does get tagged. Nice shot there from GPL to clear the other side. Panda is able to take out that Brimstone. So no orbital laser. They find the first 2 picks. B-Dog. This Neon is so close. The flash, he knows that they're going to try to make space, try to make a play up top. GPL can't land the shot, but Waiter is able to pick up one for himself thanks to the Rockets. And now, Spike's still not down a minute. Tap comes out again. They're just waiting.
Spike planted.
Out goes the drone to try to clear these close spaces, and they'll even find the Neon. That's going to be a big opening. Salvo is going to stall some more time here. Flash goes out. Oh, Nonsense able to find Adalia, but B-Dog is there for the trade. The spike is planted in a bad spot here for the Neon, and B-Dog makes it look easy.
Yeah, just some really good mechanical plays to set up that ending there from Mizzou. It's just not much you really can do when your comp gets picked apart early like that for UCSC. And yeah, losing out on the ability to pop those powerful ultimates to stall out that spike early, and you're just left with that Neon in the end. It's not really a position where it's going to be winnable.
Ooh, and we're going to see Panda picking up the operator here.
Ooh, Chamber can be so dangerous with the operator in hand, especially with UCSC being forced onto a save this round. Crucially, they do have a lot of ultimates available, and it looks like we're probably going to see that overdrive come through from the Neon. They are hovering over that classic, but ooh, one shot from that operator, and that is bye-bye Sparkle Fingers.
It's going to be very fast. Oh, Panda! The Sheriff will take him out. And Mizzou have instantly lost this B site. Rotations are coming over. But UCSC has an operator in their hands for this post plant. Molly goes out, but Spike is down. So much stall here from the Neon. They have so much, and that Neon is stalling more. B-Dog falls. 3 versus 5. The wall goes up. And now she's pissed. She drops the gun over. Running around, stalling. The stun goes out. Unfortunately, Adalia is picked through that smoke. And it might just be an unfortunate situation. GPL able to find one. Find two. But unfortunately will fall shortly after. Waiter, the last man standing. Forced to save.
Yeah, not a great position to be forced into there. Panda getting picked off first. Really rough spot. The Neon just gets a hold of the operator. I mean, not only does it clear the site completely, but you basically get a defender's advantage and you get an operator. And really rough situation. Panda is definitely the last person you want to see go down there. So Mizzou going to be going back to a 2-round deficit, and crucially, they have just handed an operator over to UCSC for free. Still, 4 ultimates available for this next round. We haven't seen pretty much anything come out from either side yet, except for that overdrive last round. So,
yeah, Gigo thinking about making a play as the flash, unfortunately, will leave B-Dog out in the open. The Showstalker able to claim one on back. Mizzou taking the lead. Sends out the nade, the spray through the smoke. It makes a lot of damage, but it does not find that brimstone, unfortunately.
Yeah, you've still got that chamber op holding down A site as well, and that push got shut down before it even started for UCSC. We're seeing a lot of aggro plays from that Neon coming out so far, and it's really been a bit of a 50-50, I feel. But if Mizzou can really clamp down on that going forward, I think that might pay dividends.
I think they're just going to be playing this retake here. Ooh, they spot 2 members GPL. Can't find the shot, though. The tap, they're waiting out that orbital strike along with the salvos. And in fact, they're going to just burn both immediately. That's going to stall out. There is still the orbital laser here for Santa Cruz. GPL is going to get the combat stim. The plant tapped again, and this one will be stuck. So Spike now down. Mizzou, 4v3. This smoke is about to drop. Frag and Dragon, Adelia on top of it. They're going to send out the drone as well. That's going to scout out where at least one of these members is, and now they know where both of them are. Up there, up top, Panda finds the trade onto Waiter. The op falls, and Panda will go ahead and claim that one back.
Yeah. So that's a pretty crucial kill there. I mean, getting the operator back in hand. And it's an expensive round for Mizzou, but I do feel like getting that operator back makes it a bit worth it. Still, 4 ultimates ready to go for Santa Cruz, and you've just got that Rolling Thunder available for Mizzou. They're probably going to be trying to get Waiter and Orb to get that Armageddon online for this next round, but it looks like we are going to be going into a quick tech pause.
Yeah, so quick tech pause here. We don't know whose side's having problems, but they'll get it sorted out real quickly as Mizzou have been able to fight back. Santa Cruz started off strong, able to pick up those first 3 rounds, but Mizzou is starting to fight back. They're starting to get some steam, but Santa Cruz, they're sitting on 4 ultimates right now, and those are really, really powerful ultimates that they can just throw out right now.
Yeah, I really feel like the Neon strategy for Santa Cruz, I said this earlier, but it's been very 50-50. They are going all in on the aggro with this. They have some set plays with flashing, sending the Neon in really quick with the slide to try and get a pick. And when it does work, it's really good for opening up those tough-to-crack sites and allowing them to get on there with the space advantage. But when it doesn't work, Neon just gets picked early, and Mizzou just from there, you've snapped off the tip of the spear, and it's really easy for them to just continue to hold off of that.
Yeah, I think I like the Neon. I don't know if I like it more than the Raze. I think the Raze, especially with the nade and the blast packs, she can make a lot of space very quickly and has a lot of that zone control, can clear those corners more effectively than a Neon can. But Neon, when you're running with a breach and with a tail, you can really follow up on those salvos, on any stuns, on any flashes really, really quickly, that there's not really much Mizzou can do if they get tagged by those utility.
Yeah, definitely. I think one other problem though that they might run into is they're definitely banking a lot on their offensive rounds being a lot stronger because that neon definitely going to fall off a lot in value once you get on that defense, I feel. So we'll have to wait and see what Santa Cruz, if they have any adjustments for their play style. But we are definitely still in a tech pause right now, working on getting that sorted. Not sure which side that's on. But yeah.
Also, the one thing, the Killjoy over the Chamber. Which one do you
Yeah.
think you like more?
That's very interesting because it's two agents that we don't generally see as much in this current meta. But I feel like comes down to a playstyle thing. We know Panda loves to play these sniper characters and just like use those sniper weapons in general and chamber. Um, Very good, obviously, specifically when you pair them with those snipers. But it's very much a situation like if you're not mechanical enough to get those picks, your value is going to fall off drastically because, I mean, you just have the one trademark that can mark an angle. But beyond that, he's really so focused on getting those quick kills and holding down the fort in that manner. Whereas Killjoy, you have more of that passive utility that can lock down the site, and definitely a much more like instantly impactful ultimate, I feel, with the lockdown, which is just so much zoning potential.
Yeah, I mean, Chamber, 3 of his 4 abilities are essentially to help him get kills.
Yeah.
The Headhunter is a sheriff that's better. It's a guardian. You've got the teleport, the rendezvous to get out of any dangerous situations if you miss, and then you have an ultimate which is just an operator. All 3 of your 4 abilities are for getting these kills and early picks, which Panda has done somewhat well. We did see him fall to the sheriff earlier, but on this defensive side, I think it's going to be much harder for Mizzou because Chambers not going to have the amount of success that he has on defense because when you're on defense, you can really just set up in an off angle with an operator and then teleport out to safety.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you're on this attacking side, you have to push into those angles, and that's much, much harder to do with an operator.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something where I feel like both teams have a comp that's more suited for one side, but it's definitely the opposite side. So each team is definitely on their stronger side right now, I feel. But you do have to take into consideration the Killjoy on the side of UCSC as well. That is going to get a lot stronger on the defensive side. Definitely not as strong as she used to be, but it's still so much ability to just lock down a site for free. But yeah, we'll have to see. Still in a tech pause, unfortunately. We are working on getting that sorted. What do you think? What kind of adjustments do you want to see from Mizzou closing out this first half?
I think they've adjusted pretty well. I just want to keep them, keep this momentum. Panda has been playing pretty well. He just needs to get these off angles and find those first picks. And if he can successfully do that, it really sets up Mizzou for these good rounds. You were talking about how Neon, when you take out that Neon, you take out that tip with a spear. He's been very successful at finding those picks to take out that tip. So if you're able to do that or find one of these crucial players with that operator, it puts Mizzou in a really, really good post-plant scenario when you're 4 versus 5. So I just want to see Panda keep that success up, keep going what he's doing, and I think it'll be really successful. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break as we are waiting for the tech pause. Don't go anywhere. Mizzou versus UC Santa Cruz, game 1 up in a few. See you then. Welcome back. Sorry about the little delay. The tech pause has been fixed, and we are back onto the map. There's GPL going to be the first one to fall as Ken Laywin will find the first frag. Fortunately for Mizzou, they're really looking for those first picks, especially with that chamber. Rolling Thunder immediately used. B-Dog in a good spot here. Finds a trade that's going to even things up. Unfortunately, he will get stunned. Waiter finding one. Still alive up top, but not for long. 2 versus 3 now, and there's an Armageddon online. That's going to be the lockdown as well. Mizzou in a tough position. Panda needs a shot, and he will find the shot. That actually might be this lockdown as well. Yes, it will. Mizzou in a good position. Still, Armageddon here for Santa Cruz that they're going to have to burn here. They need to go quickly because that stalls for so much time, including the Molly here as well. It actually didn't land, so they're going to tap. Armageddon should come out here. That's going to be the salvo, and it's going to get a little bit of damage. Panda forced to jump away. This stall is a lot. Adelia on here. That's going to be that ultimate here. They can't find it, and unfortunately, Panda cannot get to safety either. Santa Cruz burns 2 big ultimates, but they're able to pick up the round off of them.
Yeah, and that is why everybody hates Teo. Just, oh my.
Actually 3. They did burn that Rolling Thunder early into that round too. So big investment, but it does pay off.
Yeah, I mean, but you're still down. You still only have 2 ultimates available for Mizzou. You haven't really recovered from using 3 ultimates like 2 rounds ago. So pretty even across the board. The only big difference is Mizzou is going to have that Armageddon available, but it's not quite as powerful on the
and the
defensive
Rolling
side.
Thunder too.
That's true.
So Delia does not see the Neon Cross actually. This might be a problem. Panda looking the wrong way. Does turn around. Here's them now. They can't get to safety. They have been suppressed. Abilities turned off. Panda gets flanked. And now Adelia behind this cover of the smoke. Forced to back away. Forced to watch the spike get planted. GPL up top. Unfortunately falls to nonsense. And Waiter can't do much about it. Just a bulldog in hand. He went finding another. The shots through. They can't find much. Santa Cruz with a flawless.
Yeah, I actually think this might actually be the same operator that keeps changing hands for each team.
I do think he bought it that time.
Okay, yeah. Well, they actually. I'm not actually 100% sure because he's dropped it coming into this next round.
No, he died the previous round.
Okay.
And then he bought it again.
Gotcha. So Mizzou, they're just going to be going for the save here. Sheriff's across the board. Yeah, Panda's going to be going in just with those.
Just with the headhunter, the flash, the stun. Mizzou is going to try to take this fight to Santa Cruz into the neon wall. The shots don't land. Heline with 3. A flash, Adelia backs away behind the box. Aftershock pushes him away along with the salvos. Still alive in the smoke. Finds an angle, but the shot isn't there. Panda now, the last member surviving. Trying to make his way through the smoke to find an off timing. And nonsense. Has having none of it.
Yeah, it looks like UCSC had some impromptu coaching during that tech pause. They are coming out swinging since then. There's 3 rounds in a row. And they are building up those ultimates as well. Mizzou still hanging on to that Rolling Thunder and Armageddon. They're going to be able to full buy this round, but they are looking worse for wear. Only 2 rounds to go in this first half. And going on to the offense, I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to pick up with this comp.
Flash goes out. Adelia does dodge. Does send out Amalia as well. Trying to stall. Panda has the rendezvous ready. He's going to keep this angle. Not going to teleport back just yet. In fact, isn't even going to press his luck as he will step forward. But unfortunately, just looking the wrong way. Ken Lewin once again finding Panda.
Yeah, the Neon really seems to have switched up their strat. They're going for some more unique off angles, using this sewer route to just kind of get around and get into positions where Mizzou's not going to see them engage and just come in from the side rather than just slide in with the flash at their back to try and get a pick. And that adjustment has really proven effective over these last 4 rounds or so. Mizzou's not had an answer for it.
3 members over towards this A site, but unfortunately for them, Santa Cruz has set their sights on B. They're going to send the neon wall up. Adelia taking some shots to the smoke, but they've actually have yet to commit. 35 seconds left on the clock. They're walking back over to B, and Mizzou have rotated everyone over, and are going to be caught unaware as the spike is going to be on this A site now.
The salvo coming out is going to alert Mizzou to what UCSC is going to be doing, but Spike is already down.
There's going to be the Armageddon here for Mizzou. That's going to clear up a lot. Up top is down. GPL able to find another, but iWins is able to find one. That's going to be the Rolling Thunder now. But Lee Wine is angry. The hot hands come out. B-Dog finds one, but only one as he will get blasted from above. The orbital laser will claim him. And Santa Cruz up to 8. Last round of the half. Mizzou are really looking to just grab 4 now.
Yeah, they have really no money to spend coming into this next round. They're going to be able to pick up a Guardian for Panda, some Vandals, and Light Shields for everybody else. But yeah, it was a really good play from Santa Cruz to basically just have their Brimstone play super far back. They bought enough time with that early rotation that by the time Mizzou gets set up, they're just able to take the Brimstone pretty much out of the fight and just wait to use that orbital laser. And even if they hadn't blown the Neon ult there as well, I feel like they still would have gotten it off of that stall.
Smokes down immediately. B site. Everyone has fallen off and it's free for the taking. Panda trying to send some shots through. Same with Adelia, but they just can't land anything. Spike gonna go down here and it's gonna be a 5v5. No ultimates for anyone, but Mizzou worse for wear utility wise. Adelia can find one. They can maybe get that
Spike planted.
orbital laser off. As Spike finally goes down. Panda finds a trade here. The teleport to safety. Trying to send some shots through the smoke. A flash here as well. Adelia biding his time, waiting. Sees the gun through the smoke, but the timing is just not there. B-Dog trying to make his way out, but there is just not a lot of time. The nade goes to the back of sight. No one is there. Neon up close here. GPL not going to check the corners. He will fall. The salvos are stalling. A nice shot from Panda sets it to a 2v2. Spike's still ticking away. They find another, but they have to defend this Spike. They don't know where this last member is. It's at half, but is that enough time? The Rockets the stun. He doesn't have enough time. He's just got to hold it, and he can't do it. UCSC have claimed 9.
Switching
Yeah, I
sides.
think you actually saw one of the chamber nerfs come through there to the weapon equip speed. I think got nerfed a while back, and he's just not able to pull that sniper out in time. I think he might have been able to get that if it was just a little bit quicker on the draw, but not to be in Mizzou. Down 6 rounds, heading onto their offense, and we already talked about this. Their comp is just not really designed to work as well on offense, so that poor of a performance on their defense, it's going to take a lot of hard work to swing this map back in their favor.
Yeah, I will say Fracture is a slightly attacker-sided map. Just how it plays, having 4 site entries to bomb sites is pretty helpful for the attacker side. It spreads the defense quite thin. But this is how you play it. You just really aggress down one of these sides and find that early pick, and that they do. Waiter, the first to fall. Trying to find something. Panda will find one going from the other side, and GPL finding one himself. That's going to even things up 3 versus 3. They're looking for another, and that they will
One
find.
enemy remaining.
Panda with one more revenge onto Ken Leywin. Grabbing an orb as well for GPL, and 3v1. I've seen them throw this. Hopefully we don't see that again.
Yeah, we talked about the chamber not being the best on the offense, but he's not the worst lurking character if you're just going on some crazy flanks. The trademark can kind of mark an off angle to make sure nobody's sneaking up on you and following you. And then additionally, the teleporter is not the worst for just taking some duels on a off angle. And when you have someone like Panda who's very experienced on this character, I don't necessarily hate it, but there obviously are going to be better choices.
That there are up close. He's just baiting for Panda, and Panda will get a 3K. I will say, a lot of alt orbs go the way of GPO. He's at 5 of 8.
Wow. Yeah, they're just taxiing him around the map, getting all those ready to go. That showstopper, definitely a really powerful win condition here on this map. But yeah, a really well executed first round from Mizzou. They're able to take the pistol and head on to the anti-eco.
On to the anti-eco. Don't call it a comeback, Mizzou. 9-3 curse. It always happens. We always see something. And that's the way you want to start the comeback here for Mizzou. Now playing slowly. No one really playing aggressive now this round for Santa Cruz. B-Dog inching his way up. I think they're just going to feed more of these alt orbs over to GPL. It's getting very close to that rocket, and that's another one. He will be one away now. Salvo's come out to try to stall, and it will, but
It's a really early salvo, I feel.
it is rechargeable, but I do agree. It is a very early call here for Santa Cruz, and Mizzou are slowly making their way out. They found the brimstone, so no smokes for this retake here for Santa Cruz. It's going to be tough, especially down weapons as well. B-Dog will go ahead and get the spike.
Yeah, really good setup here for Mizzou. They have an idea of where this Neon's going to be coming for. Panda has the setup with the teleporter there.
Salvos are out Panda to teleport to an off angle.
that is
Nice
such a
shot.
good play.
Nice shots, Panda with 3. And Adelia will find the last. GPL falls, but that just gives him the rocket that he needs.
That is such a clever play and use of the chamber teleport there. Doesn't teleport because they're expecting him to just teleport out of the fight. Instead, he places it so you can just go behind them when they think they forced him out and just comes in from the side when they least expect it. Beautiful stuff there from Panda. And really proving this chamber pick to be more than worth it.
Yeah, really well played there by Panda. Excellent shooting there with the Guardian.
And as you mentioned, third round of this half, we've already got a showstopper ready to go.
Ooh, that's going to be a big shot there from Ken. Unfortunately, a nice trade there from GPL. Finds Ken, finds the Vandal here as well.
That's a really valuable showstopper there. Evens things up, gets a gun upgrade. Really nice stuff coming out there from B-Dog.
Playing the flash out through door. No one there, but Mizzou have taken some more space as UCSC gonna try to take the space back with their own flash. GPL does fall. Adelia finding one himself, but is taken quite low. Has the regen shield, so we'll go back up. But that's still one tap territory for himself.
Just inching their way forward here. No, there's one here.
Oh, the stuns,
Oh,
the
the
salvo,
missiles are big.
the stun right on back. Mizzou have to jump to safety. And unfortunately for B-Dog, he will not be able to get that safety taken down from behind the box. Waiter has a Guardian. Many of these members are very low. There's a rifle in the hands of Adelia, who finds one, and Waiter right behind him unfortunately falls as well. UCSC will claim double digits. Mizzou at 5.
Yeah, all three members just stacked on the angle, and Mizzou just not quite the firepower or HP to take that trade. And UCSC gets the best of them there. It was a great opening for Mizzou with the trade and the showstopper coming in, but not quite enough to secure the round. And you're not really close to another ultimate apart from that chamber ult, which, as we talked about earlier, is not going to be the most effective tool on the offense. So Mizzou,
The stun immediately. Panda forced to teleport away. Salvos are even going to destroy the teleporter, so no way to pick that back up. GPL will get spotted out. Slowly making his way up. Multiple members up close here. And they're even going to walk out. GPL finds the first, finds the second. Looking for 3, unfortunately, just can't find it. But does get to safety. Big kills over for GPL. 3 versus 4 now for Mizzou. And on a good lurk, might have a timing here against this Brimstone. If he's not careful, he spots the gun, and it's a freebie over to Panda.
yeah, they got to be careful. Took a
Ooh.
lot of damage on that last engagement. And, ooh, both Adelia and GPL are extremely low right now.
There's still a very scary killjoy, I say, as Waiter will remove her. And now just the lone breach, but I think it might be a save, potentially in a 1v3 situation. A couple members of Mizzou quite low, though, so maybe
Now he's going in.
you go for it.
I'm not sure what kind of weapon he has right now, so just might not be worth it.
Oh, the door opens. I think he's got a Guardian. He finds one, but Waiter's there for a trade.
Yep. good stuff from Mizzou to secure that round there. And yeah, the one thing you really can't afford in this situation is to squander this economy lead, because if that starts to get out of hand, it's just going to spiral from there over the next few rounds, and UCSC will run away with this. But forcing them onto another save, they've got the overdrive available, so they are going to be able to invest in that for their Neon. But Mizzou really got to be clean from here on out.
They've got to be clean. They're in the driver's seat right now, but if they lose this round by some miracle, UCSC is going to be in a good position. Panda making his way up. Has that tour de force, but is going to go ahead and save it. Sitting on a rifle. Doesn't need to upgrade. Lots of members. Santa Cruz. 4 members stacked over towards that B site. Just leaving Phil and Brimstone over towards A.
Really slow push for Mizzou so far. We really haven't seen anything like this. Salvo is going to be burned to clear space. Nobody up there, though, and that's actually just going to alert UCSC to where Mizzou is planning on going, but they're actually going to fake him out and head over to B site.
Oh, but Santa Cruz is
I think they know.
aware as well. They know that they've dropped util. No one has made a noise over towards that site.
Yeah, they're not getting fooled by this.
The door opens. Panda walks away. Maybe that's the call.
Ooh, they're looking really indecisive right now.
They are. They don't know. They hear the door open. They hear it close. But with Brimstone clearing that space, they know now that it's definitely not going to be that A site. Out onto the site. GPL is jumping. GPL is unfortunately stunned. The hot hands are able to find the Neon.
And they're just going to mad dash all the way back over to A. And UCS, they know they're coming.
Mizzou, 15 seconds. They don't have the time to do
What is
this.
ring around the rosy strat?
They find one, but with 8 seconds left on the clock, Mizzou, do they have the time? Panda falls. They have time. The spike should be planted with a second left on the clock, but damage has been done. Armageddon going to be burned as well onto the site. That's going to force Mizzou all the way off. Now, spike planted for A main. Many members over here as well. Adalia falls. B-Dog with the stun. Has util as well. Has that aftershock. Sends that stun out. The salvos pop as well. Not able to get that damage. Actually, it does find one. And Mizzou should claim this last member as well. That they do. Waiter with a 3K. It looked a little dicey for a bit.
That was one of the goofiest. I can't believe that worked. That was, I mean, they just led UCSC on a wild goose chase that entire round, just bouncing back and forth between the two sites. I mean, you really see it was the Brimstone stim is what allows them to taxi around the map that quickly, but they're able to get it in the end. I think just taking a bit of an engagement on the B site, they got some good damage onto the Neon, and I think what happened is she just accidentally walks into just barely into the radius of that salvo and just gets tagged at 1 HP, takes her out. A little bit unlucky there. But a good round win for Mizzou.
They bring it within 3. Neon in a very deep position here. Has the backup of both the initiators here for Santa Cruz. Brim and this Killjoy, the only members by B, but they've got plenty of util. Salvo goes out. GPL spots one. The stun goes out, but there's 3 members there. Unfortunately for Santa Cruz, Adalia finds a double. Smokes go down. A sites open for the taking.
Yeah, Santa Cruz has been good at following up on those stuns most of the series, but right there, they just get caught out a little too early, and a really good opening play from Mizzou there. They're going to be able to get the spike down, and they have space and ultimates to work with here.
Oh, and Panda has such a good lurk. Oh, but it gets sniffed out, unfortunately, for Panda. The Killjoy will find him. 3 versus 2. It's a little bit closer here, but UCSC still on the back foot. The Molly will not clear out the corner. That might just give Mizzou what they need, but P-Dog up top is getting tagged very low just through this wall, but it doesn't matter. Free to go over to the way of B-Dog.
Yeah, I think with the amount of time that was left on that clock anyway, Santa Cruz just knew they had to press the go button. You're playing into an orbital laser Armageddon combo, and I really think at that point, the best you can hope for is just force out those ultimates and just force Mizzou to expend them both on that round, because you're just not going to be able to actually get the defuse with that much stall on the table. Panda is finally going to unleash this tour de force this round. He's just hovering over the shorty, so he's going to be investing in that sniper ultimate. A lot of ults available for Mizzou now.
Yeah, using this as a form of free money. Burns the first shot.
Oh no!
Oh, but unfortunately for him, Ken Leywin will run him down. No guns to pick up, but so many vulnerabilities, so much util. And that's a double kill over to the Nano Swarm. The Rolling Thunder forces Mizzou back. Adelia will get his location revealed. All abilities are turned off. And Mizzou on an anti-eco round have crumbled beneath Santa Cruz's defense.
Yeah, the Neon is just able to sniff out that chamber flank so perfectly, and predicting where the trademark was going to go. Just slides in, finishes that one off, and it's really hard to use that tour to force at close range.
And then other side of the map, just going through the meat grinder with all of the Nano Swarms, the vulnerability, finding 2. Waiter needs to find 3 more after this first. It's going to get cleared out of the position. Knows where this member is, finds another. That's going to make this a 2 versus 1. 25 seconds on the clock. Time ticking away. Neon on a long flank.
Oh, he doesn't know what these other 2 members are.
Doesn't. That's the issue. He doesn't. He has to play a guessing game with 15 seconds. He doesn't have the time to work with, and Ken Leywin will find that sheriff shot and put him into the grave. Mizzou lose an important round.
Yeah, Waiter at the very least is able to take a couple more down with him, and that's going to stem the bleeding a little bit. It's not going to allow Santa Cruz to get a credit lead, or at least a strong one going here. And Mizzou, they are going to be able to come in still with 4 ultimates. They only expended that chamber ult last round. And again, like you said, it's pretty much just free money, getting a free gun for that next round. But yeah, Mizzou.
4 ultimates. They got a lot to work with in these last couple of rounds.
They have done a really good job on this offense so far, outscoring Santa Cruz 5-2 on this offensive half. But
no one for Santa Cruz is by drop. It's wide open. There's just the breach walking around behind, and they're just going to send the Rolling Thunder. GPL does get tagged by it, but has that showstopper Panda now. Other side, it's a free flank, and that's going to be that nice rocket there into the back of Ken Leywin. Orbital laser is used here by Santa Cruz to try to stall some time. Out Panda goes. He will fall, and Nonsense will get a double. 2 versus 3. There is...
oh, they have a
2
lockdown.
ultimates. They have the lockdown. There is an orbital laser still, so if they burn the lockdown, it can be cleared. But it's just going to be a trade of ultimates if they decide to use it. They are going to use it. That should be cleared by the orbital laser, and that it is. So now Mizzou are down a big ultimate for this post plant. They don't have the utility for it. They're in a good position, and a nice shot there from Adelia is able to find Nonsense. Now, just the Killjoy, 30 HP left on B-Dog. Adelia just has to play the time, the swing out. 1 versus 1, but there's just no HP left. The tap, it's not a fake. The swing out, up to half now. Adelia just needs to play his life and play the time, and that he will. He will claim Mizzou yet another round.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort there. And like you said, UCSC, they just forced Mizzou to burn 3 really important tools there. Still, they invest their own lockdown into that, which is a big ultimate off the table. So pretty much nothing available for both teams apart from that Armageddon for Waiter, which is definitely one of the stronger tools you could have in your arsenal.
And you think he just wants to use it immediately to clear out the space by A main. They might just go for a very aggressive, very quick A hit here. Armageddon locked and loaded, but
not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
It's probably a smart choice, too. Nobody really here.
They're just going to send it out. Waiter, W key out towards Sand outside the door. Now making his way around, wrapping around. A nice shot there from the Brimstone along with the Killjoy. Finding 2 crucial picks here. B-Dog falls, and so does Panda. Now in the smoke. Spike still not down. Here for Mizzou. The smoke will fade. GPL. I don't think he saw the corner. He's lucky. He's alive. Picks up a new gun. Waiter and GPL will claim one for themselves. Spike still has not been planted. The tap. Adelia underneath. The stun goes out. He's not tagged by it. Sees the gun. The drop has the shot. 2 versus 3. Molly about to go out.
They baited the
Stun.
salvo at too.
Unfortunately, Adelia falls. That's going to be the Armageddon here invested from Santa Cruz. It won't find anyone, though. He's alive in the corner. He is stunned. Their own Armageddon is going to get used, and that's going to be able to claim one, but only one, as Santa Cruz has now set themselves up for map point.
So close there. The Brimstone just dodges out of that Armageddon and is able to get a really clean shot there at the end. And that's going to send Santa Cruz over to match point. Mizzou, they've got to win 3 in a row to tie the game up, and they've got to be flawless from here on out, but they do not have a lot of money to work with.
They've got to be flawless. This is the hardest round for them to win. If you can do this round with less money, with less guns, with less utility to work with, surely you can do it when you're on even footing.
And this Neon, they're going to have the overdrive available if they just get 1 kill or an ult orb here. That could make things dicey.
The stun, the nades, they will also break Panda's rendezvous, so that's a big util piece down for him. GPO does get tagged, does get suppressed, so no abilities, and you hate to see it. Adalia falling the trade, but that's your smokes. That's a big character that has been eliminated here for Mizzou on a crucial round. No smokes now to work with. Smokes did get dropped, so Mizzou do have that for the time being. And on the flank, GPL falls, but B-Dog is there. Unfortunately, he's not ready for number 2. Waiter finds one, but unfortunately gets tagged from the blind. Doesn't know where to look, and now it's all up to Panda. Makes it a 1v1, and makes it a clutch.
He's the man with a plan. Duh. No?
No.
No. Really nice clutch there. Takes it within 2, and that looked dicey early on. I thought when that Neon got that first pick, they're going to be able to pop that ultimate and just close things out, but Panda was able to shut them down, and still, there was a smoke for a duelist trade, but, I mean, taking that ultimate off the board, that was pretty big, and Panda did all that without even having his rendezvous available. That got taken out early, so really good stuff from the chamber here.
Yeah, really good stuff. Neon has the overdrive, and I think they plan on using it, but other than that, Santa Cruz is also fighting by for scraps here on this round, and they even find no need for the overdrive. They find that one. Unfortunately for GPL, he will jump right back into the salvos. He will get taken down in the corner. Waiter will go, and he thinks he's safe. Unfortunately not.
So many trades.
Panda, nice play, nice lurk through the smoke, able to claim another. And now it is just this killjoy, and Mizzou should take us to regulation here, provided nothing drastic happens, and I don't think Panda wants to let that happen, as they will even spot him out, and they will claim a third. So Mizzou on 2-11. Last round here of regulation. Mizzou need this if they want overtime, and UCSC, if they take this, they take map number 1, Bucky Watch.
Oh, okay. Last round of regulation Bucky Watch. You don't see that too often, but Ken is going to have that overdrive available. He's had it for the last 2 rounds. He's been shut down early, though, in both situations. Panda's just going to go ahead and pop the tour de force. Might as well have an operator as a backup.
Might as well last round, use it or lose it. Waiter, couple away from this Armageddon if he can get plant a kill and an orb. He has it, but unfortunately he falls. GPO there for the trade. Now GPO, 1 away, will claim an orb. That's going to be the showstopper.
That's a really big pickup there.
Armageddon neutralized here for Santa Cruz. Tejo, such a problem character. But Mizzou, they do lose the breach. That's also a crucial character for these site hits. Flashes down now.
You do have this showstopper. That is a really strong initiation tool, but GPL.
Santa Cruz, they have the Rolling Thunder along with the overdrive here on Neon.
It's got to be so careful here.
But with these teams, they can't make a mistake. Mizzou silently creeping their way up by screens. Panda over by A main. Lone hero up top is the Neon. I don't think they know.
And they've only got a Bucky.
But Bucky watch is always good for one.
Oh dear.
Oh, but I
he doesn't
don't
know.
Oh, they
I
don't
think
know.
he sees-
Oh, he sees him. Showstopper gonna be used over towards this B site. Oh, Panda is in such an interesting position, and he will find one in the back, looking for two. The shot goes wide, and he just
Oh,
can't
yeah,
reload
greedy.
it fast enough. Mizzou 3v3 now. They find the breach. That's gonna be Rolling Thunder offline. Huge play. And it goes 1-for-1. The hot hands are used, but I don't think they're gonna be too effective here
Spike
now.
is ticking though. They have the orbital laser.
They have Theo alive as well. They have so much stall for this post plant. Adele just has to stay alive. He just has to stay alive.
They hear
The tap,
neon.
the swing through. GPL is just staying alive. They know it's a fake. They're calling their bluff. The second tap. Orbital laser going to be used. They won't even get it to half. GPL and Adelia find theirs. And with Spike ticking away, we're going to go to overtime in game number 1. GPL with 3. Mizzou fight on back.
Wow. A much better performance here on Fracture, both on the offense and compared to the last time we saw them on this map. They seem to be picking, it really seems like they're figuring things out in real time. And this comp, we're really seeing how the chamber is supposed to operate in this. Panda going on some crazy flanks, getting a little bit greedy there, had us on the edge of our seats, trying to go for that extra operator shot, but able to close things out in the end is Mizzou. And Panda setting up on this defense. He's going to be picking up an operator again.
Operator for the defense, Mizzou. They're going to try to play aggressive over here. They've got 3 members, 4 members over towards this B site, but no one on the side of Santa Cruz is over here. So Panda, the lone member by this A site, is the one to lock it down. He has an operator. If he can find this member, and he can't, the shot doesn't land, but he's keeping to safety. Spike gonna get planted now. Mizzou,
Spike planted.
they've got to fight back once again to take this round. 5v5 for the re-hit here, for the retake. There's one below. Do they clear it? Unfortunately, they don't, as Ken Leywin is able to claim one, but Adelia is there for a trade, but only one, as Nonsense evens it up 3-3. Make that 3v2. B-Dog is trying to go crazy, but Nonsense is good for 3, and now Panda with an operator in the post plant. There's an Armageddon online. There's not much you can do in this situation. Mizzou, unfortunately, Panda's just got to go for a play. He finds one, but the time is just ticking away, and Santa Cruz,
just
they
gotta
know
try and get
that.
a
They
pick
just
here.
walk away. They burn the ultimate. Panda will find Nonsense, but it is too little, too late. Santa Cruz have once again gone to map point.
Switching sides. Match point.
Yeah, Mizzou got to clean this one up here. They looked a lot better on their offensive half. Both teams did. But this is not a situation you like to be in. Still, they battled back from match point. Down more rounds in regulation. But even scenario here in overtime. We're not going to see the operator. It's just going to be full Vandals for both teams.
Yeah, full rifles here for both teams. Mizzou, they're going to do a 4-1 split here onto this A site. 2 members here for UCSC. This Killjoy over here by the B site has caused problems in the past. The meat grinder they have, oh, they do not get vulnerable, but so many Molotovs, so much util to stall out the push. They do finally get out on the site. Spike gets tapped and will get planted. Adelia on this flank. He's in his iPad, and unfortunately, that's the wrong time to be playing on that. 2 fall. Panda next. GPL, he needs to go big in that he can't. Waiter now is able to find one. B-Dog is able to find one. These members, they need to go crazy. They need to find some big kills. Waiter finds another. The Neon makes their way. They do have an Armageddon. They will use it. That will help to stall just a little bit longer. The stun will go out. The salvo goes out as well. They're going to get it to half, and Waiter, in fact, will claim that kill. back on, but it's at half. Mizzou, they've got to go, and that they do. B-Dog keeps it alive.
Holy.
Switching sides.
I mean, these could not be closer rounds.
At 0.42 seconds on that spike defuse.
Yeah, I mean, talk about cutting it close. But both these teams are bringing their A game right now. They do not want to give this one up. It's back to the defense for Mizzou.
Panda not opting for the operator this time, back onto a Vandal.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice. It just did not work out the way he wanted it to. And I feel like UCSC has got to be expecting it. So this is definitely a more stable choice into what UCSC is going for.
Definitely, we'll have to see. Adalia on site has burned one of those smokes. Has the Molly ready as well. Panda now holding this off angle, has that rendezvous. Is he ready? Is he aware? He is, and he finds the problem. Neon falls. Now Shorty up in tower. Seeing if anyone tries to push. Right now, playing slowly. Still has that trip as well that Dolly is playing off of. That's the big tip of the spear taking off.
Yeah, like we said earlier, that Neon going down is such a big pick.
Oh,
no.
Adelia. Oh, this timing could be
Panda-
awful
Panda's
if
got him
he's not
covered,
aware. But Panda's got his back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they don't know. The timing. The salvos go out. Adelia has the molly as well. They will go ahead and pass on through. And then we'll get this spike down. 4 versus 3 for the retake. The salvos go out. That will stall some more time. But it will not find any kills. Out goes the drone. They're going to try to find some info. Try to get something. That they will see that at least one person is up towards heaven. They'll go ahead and send that stun up there and get a little bit of time. But that molly stalling for so much time. The flash goes out. Waiter is dodging the stun, but a nice breach stun. Is able to find another. The flashes go out. Panda's able to find another. Mizzou, they want to take the lead now. They want to go to match point. Hopenanda finds one, but GPL able to find one all up to nonsense. And a 3 versus 1. He makes it a 2 versus 1. But Waiter will claim that. Panda has the defuse, and Mizzou now on to map point.
Yeah, the Tejo for Santa Cruz makes things interesting at the end there, but that is a crucial pickup for Mizzou here. I really felt like this might have been the story of overtime, is whichever team picks up a defensive round win first might just run away with it, because both teams have been firing on all cylinders when it comes to these offensive rounds. So a crucial stop for Mizzou there, and they have a chance to seal it here on their offense. We saw, it looked like Santa Cruz was hovering an Odin for a second, but
Yeah,
I don't
Kenley
think
when
twice.
has sold it. So no Odin this time. Stun goes out. Forced to teleport away instantly. Neon scouted, but retreats to safety.
Crab's going to come out, try to get some early info. Smokes out in response. And just going to go ahead and get broken, but they spotted out that breach. Boombot's going to go in.
Doesn't find too much info. There's 4 members here for Santa Cruz, leaving just the Killjoy by themselves on this B site. Mizzou slowly making the way back over to B, but you know Santa Cruz is gonna do the same.
Oh, there's a couple members coming through this connector.
Oh, Adelia,
Adelia.
this is a crucial fight. Multiple members, and it goes the way of Mizzou. They only lose 1. Damage done. 4 versus 3.
Oh,
And,
Panda on this flank.
Panda has a timing. Nonsense falls. And Mizzou are looking to close out this game. Panda will go down, but he will fall. And now Mizzou, they need to try to make this space. There's 1 member on site. He gets 1, but only 1. And there's the last. Going over to the way of Adalia. Mizzou in triple OT, 15-13.
I mean, the 9-3 curse, man. We
The
just saw
9-3
it with our
curse.
own eyes. With our
9-3
own
curse.
eyes. Mizzou has 1 fracture, which, I mean, that's an achievement in its own right. They are not great at this map historically, but against all odds and against a massive lead by Santa Cruz, Mizzou battles back in extended fashion.
Yes, absolutely. Looks like they've gotten their reps in now on Fracture after the last time we saw it. and they look a lot better. They look a lot more comfortable. I liked the comp change.
Hmm.
I liked putting Adalia onto those smokes and moving Panda onto the Sentinel, especially someone like Chamber. He popped off. I think he almost had a 30 bomb in this game. So Panda playing absolutely phenomenal in game number 1. We'll have to see what happens in game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Chamber pick. It looked a little rough early on, but as Panda kind of entered into the flow state, got that mojo going, and really, I mean, just came through at the end in so many big ways. And we are going to send it over to a quick break before we head to map number 2. Mizzou up 1-0 in this NACE series. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
welcome back Mizzou in well triple overtime, 15-13, are able to win out on map number 1 of Fracture. It was close. It looked dire after the first half, but they managed to scrape by, and now we get to see them on something they're a little bit more comfortable on. It's their tried and true. It's their haven.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good situation for Mizzou to be in after coming off of a map that they are historically very uncomfortable on. You come off of an extremely close nail-biter win, and now you're back on the home turf. This is where they love to come here. They have some interesting strats. And speaking of interesting strats, though, UCSC, they're actually going to bring out the Teo on this map. We haven't seen this so far. Teo has mostly been confined to... Well, we've seen him mostly on Fracture,
Split.
Lotus, and...
A little bit of Split.
Yeah, I think we also saw him on Pearl as well.
I think we did as well. So normally people like running the Sova as those darts are very powerful. So I'm interested to see how they're going to play this. They're not going to have as much info as Mizzou has. We're also going to change things up again. Panda back onto the Omen. So going to be back there. GPL on this jet here. Breaks the cam. Backs away. Has the Sheriff and Mizzou. The flash goes out. Nice shot. Fully blind. GPL. You can't get away with that one.
Yeah, I mean, wow. That was very impressive stuff there, just through the blind. And that is a really great start for this pistol round, taking those flashes off the table.
Ooh, the dink through the box. Waiter, nice shot. B-Dog here over towards this A site along with GPL. The stun goes out the slide. GPL dashes to safety. B-Dog with 2 before falling. And now, Adelia, Panda, everyone has made their way over. They've done the damage. They've shut them down, and a nice shot there for Adelia to pick up the other Cypher. Mizzou able to finally claim the first pistol.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an underrated factor here that just, it does not feel great to go through, what was that, a 28-round game on Fracture just to lose. And coming into this map, too, that is a demoralizing loss for UCSC. And right now, it really just feels like Mizzou is playing with a lot more confidence after that win on map 1, especially with this being a more comfortable map with them and a pretty dominant pistol round as a result.
Really good pistol round here. Waiter going to be able to grab one closer towards that Hunter's Fury. So nice pick up there. The flash goes out. Waiter forced to retreat as that Neon begins pushing down. Does get to safety.
Oh, he could have a good timing.
Ooh, good
Nice
damage
dink.
to the wall. There's a lot of members there. Mizzou are just backing away now. All of these members pushing up. Teo going to be popping out as well. A nice flash. B-Dog, unfortunately, this timing, the aftershocks are coming out. They're just burning utility everywhere. They're playing Overwatch out here. 6 people fall in an instant. But Panda, alive here on site, is able to clean up the last 2 for Mizzou.
Yeah, I think UCSC's plan there was just press buttons, profit, question mark?
Hit buttons, get site. Question
Yeah.
mark, question mark, question mark, profit.
Yeah, it was basically they basically ran the old brimstone with 5 stingers, except they don't have a brimstone and,
And
not
they didn't
stingers.
have 5 stingers.
They just but they ran it down like they did, and that just is not going to work. So here comes the bonus round. Mizzou jumping out to an early 2-0 lead. I think this was a bigger lead than they had at any point on the previous map.
GPL up close with the Sheriff. Unfortunately, Waiter will fall. Everyone for Mizzou has fallen. And now, Adelia, the last one alive, across the map, has to try to do something. Maybe he saves. He does have a Vandal. We'll have to see. Do you want to save this? Do you want to go for it? Maybe you can get a rifle out of the hands of one of these players, but I mean, if you fall early without finding much, that's
a
one.
nice flick.
Swing through. Can't find that second. Nice try there from Adalia.
Yeah, that A site is just really good for post plant on the attacker side. And off the bonus round, not the worst situation in the world for Mizzou, but going to be a much heftier lead in terms of credits for the offense right now. Mizzou definitely want to avoid going to a tied situation here, as they will be looking a lot worse for wear in terms of that economy, but definitely a round they can afford to lose there.
Definitely a round. GPL pushing very quickly down C long with the help of Omen and Breach. They get this space, they get the orb, but across the way, Adelia, last alive, has the cages. Fortunately, stuck up in heaven with a smoke preventing any line of sight. Waiter taken down 57, Spike goes down, and now we see a 5v5 retake. No one going for that flank, so Mizzou. All these members going to be just trying to brute force their way in from these sites. That's going to be the Rolling Thunder here invested from Mizzou. Tags a couple of their own members. Unfortunately, they've got to go quick because the Cypher is on a incredible lurk right now. And it could find a couple people, and they're just getting stalled out. The Rolling Thunder has just evaporated. Waiter and B-Dog find one, Panda with another. UCSC is down to 2, then 1. And unfortunately for Mizzou,
1 HP in a dream.
Popananda finds a 3K to tie it up.
Wow. I'm not quite sure they had enough time anyway to end that out, but Popananda goes crazy at the end there for UCSA. Just survives with a sliver of health left, and they're going to be able to tie things up here and force Mizzou onto a save. We're going to see the Martial Menace come out. El Clasico, but
A little bit of that is also due to a nice lurk there from the Cypher of
yeah. And you see
Santa
also
Cruz.
the Tejo util come out there in combination with that already really defensible site over on Haven A, and I don't know, maybe UCSC proving the Tejo can work on this map.
GPL just trying to bait for the teammate, the flash, but oh, they don't clear it properly.
Wow.
Waiter is somehow able to get one. A nice shot from GPL prevents the suppression, but a lot of info gained. Southern Santa Cruz able to pick up that Rolling Thunder, potentially for this site hit. They do clear Omen. That was the trade, so it'll be a little bit of a tougher site exec, despite being up rifles.
Yeah, it's Martial Menace holding down Garage right now.
Cover going out.
Go ahead and put some smokes on C. Ooh.
Holding this. Sees the gun. The shot. It doesn't land. Forced away. Sun goes out. Adalia able to find one, but Popananda with 4. Looking for an ace.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Panda spots the neon. Oh, the timing. Nice shot there from Panda.
This
Is able to
could
pick
be-
up 1. 2 versus 1 now. Very, very doable. The paranoia goes out. No one's tagged by it. Panda just sending a couple shots
Cover going out.
through. Smoke up top. Watching this one way. Again, time ticking away. Spike is down. He has to play kind of fast and loose. He's not going to clear as many angles just because he doesn't have the time to do that. He sees where Spike is planted. He figures that both of these players are probably playing long, potentially one short. He's taking so much time, though. No one's here that I think with that, I mean, Santa Cruz has just about claimed this round. Just not enough time.
Yeah, he was just looking for a pick there. He's going to try and save this.
He will save it. The stun goes out. He will find one. Prevent Popananda from picking up that ace, but Council Jeans will go ahead and prevent that rifle from being in the hands of Panda any longer.
Yeah, Pope Nada is just really on his A game over these last 3 rounds, and every ultimate is available for Santa Cruz right now. They're also going to be running in here with full rifles, full shields, so they've got a hefty arsenal right now. Mizzou very much in the gutter in terms of credits, assuming if they're not able to pick this next round up, they're going to be in a bad spot.
Yeah, the stun goes out. Waiter forced to back away. The dart gets destroyed. Hunter's Fury online. Mizzou had it as
Yep, not
Ken
anymore.
Leywin will, fortunately for Mizzou, claim another of Mizzou's members. And now with that, Sova down, this A site is wide open. Smokes go out. The rotation, just because Mizzou has to be afraid this A site is open for the taking. And Santa Cruz knows that they're playing so so methodical, just clearing these angles. They're going to get the neural theft. They're going to know exactly where these Mizzou members are. And they're going to start this rotate. Spray through GPL trying to find someone, but no one's there. Adelia on the back of this site is going to go ahead and get knocked around. The Rolling Thunder will claim him, and he will no longer be safe behind that smoke. Nonsense finds that.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
just gets stun locked there. Not much he could do.
3v5. And Santa Cruz, they're just backing away. They're just playing the post plant. 3 members here by this site, but fortunately behind Panda. Gotta watch out. It's the Omen on the flank. GPL and B-Dog, terrified, are gonna go ahead and try to save. This Omen does not want to let these rifles into the next round. Mizzou have to be careful.
Last player
And they are
standing.
not, as another falls and
Wow.
make that 3.
Yeah, I mean, UCSC, they just dropped 2 rounds early and decided to lock in. I don't know. Really great stuff coming out from them right now. And Mizzou looking on the back foot despite a dominant start to this map on those first 2 rounds. We're going to see Panda, the Martial Menace, once again. We saw one good headshot with that earlier in this map. Actually going to have double Martial Menace. Okay.
Okay, okay.
This might be interesting. Still
That
got
might
that Hunter's
be.
Fury as well.
To see if they can pull this off. Santa Cruz is making a statement and making some space, making some scary situations. Panda sneaks away with his life. GPL sends some shots down A long, no one there. A lot of UCSC has made their way into garage. Panda sends a couple of shots through, trying to see if he can get a tag. The right clicks through as well. Panda sends one more out, but no one is there to avail. Survival smoke thrown onto site. Makes its way out. Time ticking away. 50 seconds left. And they're going to back away. Mizzou is very much giving a lot of respect over to Santa Cruz. And Santa Cruz is abusing that as the rotation's over. They need to land this shot. B-Dog, it goes wide. Mizzou now are calling the rotates, and Santa Cruz has called their bluff
30
as
seconds
Adelia falls. C site free for the taking.
Yikes. Yeah, just not going to be able to do much
Planted.
with the Marshall up close there, Panda. Not able to get the angle he wanted, and Spike goes down.
Can't find the shot. Waiter looks down 2 barrels.
Player
The
standing.
slide, we love Neon. Oh my god, Neon does fall, but nonsense. We'll claim B-Dog again.
Yeah, Mizzou is really struggling to find an answer here right now, and it's really unclear what exactly the issue is. The Neon really hasn't been going for those aggressive plays that we saw getting Santa Cruz rounds in the last map. Been playing a lot more methodical, and it's proven to be hard to crack. Both teams have a healthy bank of ultimates ready to go. 4 online for Mizzou. That's gonna come out. See the tremor as well.
GPL does have the dart from the spy cam. Does get it removed and will get tagged again. So we'll have to remove that one as well. But meanwhile, on this A site, Waiter gets his location revealed. Does get suppressed. Panda able to finally find one. But there's just so much utility. The Armageddon as well forces Waiter out to try to find a 1-for-1. I don't know what that Omen's trying to do. Adelia is a little confused as well. Spike gets planted. 3v1. Surely, Mizzou, you guys don't throw this.
Yeah, Nonsense is going to walk out here.
Oh,
Oh, he
Nonsense
looks away.
finds one. That's going to make this tough. The flash is through. He doesn't get blind, looking the wrong direction. Down to very low, and Adelia will go ahead and clean that one up. Mizzou finally, after picking up those first 2 rounds, are finally on the board once again with number 3.
Yeah, that's a really crucial round win to get things back on track. Mizzou only actually not even expending a single ultimate there. UCSC burning the Armageddon and the Rolling Thunder there.
Two
Really
big
good trade.
ultimates.
Yeah, I think really that started to fall apart with that really bad teleport from iWins. He's topping the scoreboard for his team right now, but I think he might have gotten a little too confident with that one right in front of Adelia's face.
I might have gotten a little too carried away, as we do see quite a lot of members once again for Santa Cruz making their way slowly down A. GPL, the timing, the shot, they don't land. And they're able to get away. Nice shot there from B-Dog, but it's only good for 1. Panda now gonna try to catch this Neon on their way out. Spots the corner, spots the shot. Panda finds another nice shot there. And he's even gonna throw out the hat. Adelia does reveal the last members here for Santa Cruz. Hunter's Fury now coming out. It will be dodged. It will stall out on the spike plant. Does get a tag, but will not claim a kill. And now the tap. Adelia on such a good flank.
Wow.
Really good timing. Really good play here from Adalia to read the situation. The stun goes out. They even get the tag. Blinded. Paranoia. Stuck. Revealed. They know exactly where he is. He does have spike if he wants to turn and burn. Try to run around the map. And he will unfortunately fall. Panda, nice shot. Adelia, really good play there. I really like that really long flank around.
Yeah, I mean, if you're UCSC, though, you kind of have to see that coming. They spotted out Adelia. He got out of Garage with just 9 HP to his name, so they knew where he's playing. They knew he had the neural theft to spot out that rotation, so I feel like they should have maybe at least had an inkling that he was going to try and go for something like that, but instead they just let that Cypher run wild, and they are severely punished for it. Not checking that C-long angle whatsoever, and Mizzou cuts the lead down to just 1 for the Slugs.
Yeah, Wader forced off the angle. So much util from the breach. Nice stun, or nice tag there from Wader, but it will not lead to anything. Maybe he finds a timing. The smoke will drop. No one there will send a dart. That will reveal his location. He's got to be careful because this Omen is right up close, and he does get spotted. He will not find them, but Panda on the flank will fall, but it's a trade of Omens. Across the map, a nice shot, and running with your knife out is not the way you want to be. Rolling Thunder now invested here for Mizzou. Out goes GPL, finds one, but it's traded back immediately. 2 versus 3. The Aftershock will be used. Neon, very angry. The dodge out. Still, just ticking away. They don't know that the breach is up close. Surely they do now, and that they do. Nice shot there from Wader, but I think the time is done. It's all over. UCSC have picked up 6.
Yeah, this breach has been going massive for Santa Cruz. Able to bounce back here. Another round win, bring their lead back up to 2. And both teams, not really many ultimates to work with. You've just got that from the shadows available for both Omens. Although Pope Nada, I mean, he's just been getting so many kills. He's almost got another Rolling Thunder ready to go. He'll have another one by the end of this half. Probably well before then.
Panda making his way down mid. Mizzou likes to do this play. They like to get this early aggression. Panda very deep. Might catch this Omen off guard, and that they do. Finds the first. Unfortunately, they can't even find a trade. Mizzou sneak away with murder.
Yeah, I mean, and that's such a big kill to take the smokes off the table. This makes this engagement so much harder for UCSC.
They found my wire.
And it's also one of their only ultimates off the table. They are going to have that Rolling Thunder. They got the ult orb for Pope Nada. But playing really split right now. They're not really in a position to get much of off that.
Did Adelia see him? I thought he saw a corner. They definitely see the breach, and now Panda is in a tough situation. The Rolling Thunder now, Adelia in the corner. They don't clear him, but unfortunately, while stunned, it's just such a hard shot, especially on someone as mobile as the Neon.
Spike
So
planted.
two go back over to the way of Santa Cruz. The spike goes down. Mizzou gotta retake this. Down a member, down smokes. If you can find this breach with a good arrow, it could be what they need. The dart goes out, and it will get 2 scans. That's gonna be really big for Mizzou. They know where they are, but unfortunately, Waylaywin finds 4. And now, Mizzou unfortunately stuck in the tripwire, stuck with the stun. It's a free kill there for the Cypher.
Round
And
before
now
the
Mizzou on the last round of the half
We lose it anyway.
are a little bit strapped for cash.
Yeah, that C-long angle is just so oppressive for the post plant. Mizzou, they, like you said, they just do not have much to work with in terms of funds. So we're going to be running in here with a Guardian or 2, Stinger, Bulldog, Sheriff, full rifles for Santa Cruz right now. They did invest the Rolling Thunder into that last round, so it's back to just an Omen ult mirror. Nothing else available for either team.
GPL through the smoke, a good tag, finds one, has the dash if they want to get to safety.
That's a
And
really
that
good
they will.
opening. Yeah,
Damage done,
yeah,
good position.
quite literally. I mean, they took that Omen down to 1 HP as well during that engagement.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke, Panda, just doing a couple jump peeks right now. Ilya covering mid with this camera, has some darts.
Camera
Spots
taken out.
one. Oh, scouts out. The Cypher as well sneaks on
Spike
by.
planted.
We go ahead and see the ultimate, and I don't know where he's going, but Panda finds him. We're now in a 3 versus 5. There is an Armageddon online that Mizzou do have to worry about, so they got to go quick. They got to find these kills. Our good Paranoia in the black back is able to find the Cypher, but he's not down just yet. GPL finally able to clear that one out. And there's just going to be so much util. Panda has to teleport to safety, but Adelia is able to find yet another. And now Adelia can't be looking the wrong way. Nonsense finds some. B-Dog able to claim the last, and with that spike going to half, he has plenty of time.
I don't know who it was that got it, but whoever got that spike to half, that really saved Mizzou in that situation, because they would not have had that if they were not able to get it up that high. That Armageddon just stalling out so much time on the point. A little bit of some mechanical miscues coming through. That Tejo probably shouldn't have been staying alive as long as he did, but Mizzou is able to close it out in the end. So going to end their defensive side 7-5. Obviously, a much larger deficit they came in that last map off of their defensive side. So see what they have in store for their offense. It's a little bit interesting with UCSC's comp on the defense. We've seen the Neon not quite as strong, really, on that defensive side, but they have been getting a bit creative throughout this series.
They have been. We don't see any Cypher trips as the dart's going to go out. That should scan someone, but it does not up top. There is the Cypher in the back, and Mizzou just can't find it. I-Wins finds 2. A good flash. The Paranoia goes out as well. Waiter running into Garage. Mizzou have been stifled on this C site. Waiter needs to find a timing, and he just can't. The shots don't land. The flank there from I-Wins makes it a 3K for himself. Mizzou, they should get a plant. Dahlia should have a good angle here for potentially a kill, and he needs to find one, but the shots just aren't landing here for Mizzou on this round. Into the corner he will go. Do they clear it? That they do, but it's not fast enough. Adelia 1, 2, looking for 3, and that he will. He'll even it up. 2 versus 2. Camera goes out. Flank for 1. Up top. In heaven. The other. Panda. The timing. He doesn't see it. Into the smoke he goes, and I wins. Is looking for the ace. So is Adelia, and it will go to the way of UCSC. The Omen here will claim the ace on the pistol.
Wow.
Both of these players were looking for it. Unfortunately for Mizzou, it does not go their way.
Oh, that was one of the worst timings I've seen from Panda there. Just picks the exact wrong moment to whip the smoke out, and Mizzou so close on that pistol round, but they're just not quite able to eke it out. And we're going to be going to the El Clasico. 5 stingers, run it down mid-strat. This is a fun one.
This might catch them off guard, though. Mizzou did get a plant, so that they get a couple extra bucks to play with. B-Dog stunned, though. Just tough. Darts go out, the smoke, the updraft. GPL up top is stunned. A good dart there, gets a tag, and Panda follows it up with a kill. Mizzou trying to get the spike down, but Nonsense is able to finally stop another spike plant. Spike does go down. GPL, the flash, a good dodge. Finds one, finds two. Stinger at that range is quite deadly. And a good paranoia. They spot him in the corner. Waiter and Panda clear it up. And Mizzou are going to fight back on this anti-eco round with the force of Stingers.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and pick up a couple of these rifles that UCSC invested in as well. That's a really big win. Not able to pick up that pistol round, but bouncing back here is almost just as good. Once again, we are back to a 2-round deficit for Mizzou. They haven't quite been able to work themselves back up to a lead since they were up 2-0 early in this match, but making some good progress here. They're going to be able to have a decent amount of cash to spend.
Panda gets a rifle.
Somehow Wins is also already to this from the shadows. That is
He did get an ace.
Yeah, that is an insanely fast build.
I think he got an ace and a spike diffuse, which is
And it's
6 points
also-
right there.
Yeah, it's also like the cheapest ult in the game, so
Yeah, it's only, I think, 7 points. The only one cheaper, I think, is Phoenix at 6. Unfortunately, GPO does get tagged by the dart. Does not fall. Up close. There is still the Cypher who Adelio is just going to run and gun. The flank waiter. Got to be careful because there's one more. He's alive. Adelia with another sprinting W key forward. Waiter, unfortunately, not able to land the shot. And a nice shot there from Panda before the line comes out. Cleans up Openada.
okay, Mizzou. Yeah, that pistol round didn't go their way, but they sure have bounced back on the offense, and they've been looking like a much more offensive-oriented team so far throughout this entire series. Full buy for both teams. Not quite in terms of shields for the side of Santa Cruz, but mostly the same for both teams. Adelia also already has that narrow theft available, so that is, again, also almost got an ace there earlier, but really crucial tool for them as they head
Big tool. Absolutely. If you can find this early pick and get that narrow theft off, it really, really can blow a hole open in the defense. GPO. Waiting, sees Yeoman up top. The spray will just get a couple of light pings. A dart will go ahead and pop one of those tripwires. Still camera up there, another tripwire. Mizzou with a minute, plenty of time to work with, but backing away.
Yeah, looping back through their own spawn right now. You have Panda covering any sort of flank that USCSC wants to go for here, so they're just going to be able to push up into garage right now, or into B site rather.
GPO, the dash, the updraft on top. The smoke does fade, but luckily for him, teammates got him covered. Smoke's down, he will drop. Spike, not down, 30 seconds left. The stuns, the stall, B-Dog with 2. In the back, GPL finding the neon. Mizzou, they're looking for another, and that they have done it. It's just I wins.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a paranoia setup from Panda there, and B-Dog just cleans up. nothing really UCSC was able to do there. Early entry by GPL cracks that straight open, and the util usage is on point for Mizzou. And yeah, I wins. Looking to maybe catch a member as they try to get away here. Just aiming to... Oh, he might catch
find
Panda.
That they do. And he will potentially sneak away with his life here. B-Dog is going to try to go hunting here.
We got 5
They're going to try to get the knife. B-Dog a little bit greedy.
Yeah, that's not the best ending you want from Mizzou after the start to that round, but obviously not bad. UCSC loses all but one member there, so they're not really able to build up any sort of credits even with the save. So back to Sheriffs, one Phantom saved by I wins there, and it is back to a tied game, 8-8. Mizzou looking a lot better on this offensive half. Similar story to the previous map.
Looking a lot better, a lot more comfortable. We're even going to see Panda from the shadows into the back. This is going to make...
I think they know he's back here.
They might, but they're a little scared. They don't know where he could have gone. They've just got to be frightened. And there it is. Panda is able to find nonsense.
Yeah, he has a tendency to go pretty aggressive with these Omen ults. And
He does.
off
The
here.
stuns.
he's going to get
The jump.
punished.
Poop Banada will find Panda. Drop a rifle. And Wins is going to find Waiter as well. Spike goes down, but easily reclaimable. Both these Omens really putting a dent in each other's plans. And that's going to be a big one as GPL next to fall. B-Dog down to 10. UCSC wants to finally strike back on this second half.
Yeah, they're just going to bunker up here. 2 members on B, 2 members on A, and Mizzou. It's going to be tricky to find an entry here. You've just got the Cypher and the Breach left alive. It's not the worst characters in the
30
world
seconds left.
to try and engage with. You've got the flashes, you got the cages,
The spike.
but I mean, B-Dog is so low right now.
A gust of wind would take him down right now, so they've got to be careful.
Cage trigger.
Delia has the cages to get this spike planted, and
seconds
that
left.
they will. Cage will drop from the shadows, will go on that fast flank. And now B-Dog is just got to try to play his life. In fact, he's got to play to win it all. That's going to be the first. Rolling Thunder, I don't know if you're really invested on this round, especially when you just get tagged down through the smoke. I wins with 3. UCSC, they would pick up their second on this defending side.
Yeah, if you just had a little bit more HP to work with there, I think he might have been able to get something going and been more willing to maybe throw that ultimate into the mix, but just a stray shot through the smoke is enough to take him out there. And really unfortunate situation. So Mizzou finally stopped here on their offense. UCSC goes back to a 1-round lead. Still a decent economy built up for Mizzou in the process. They're able to still go with a full buy into this next round. And you're hanging on to that Rolling Thunder, so it's still available. Popenada, 1 point away from his. You've also got an Armageddon 1 point away from that. So expect to see some fireworks this next round with the rifle mirror.
Have to see the stun goes out along with those Tejo salvos, but no one taken down. A good flash up close. The Neon is traded. Duelist for Duelist, and they're not able to claim the orb. Mizzou, you have 2 ultimates to work with. They might invest this Neuro Theft here. It's a good time to. It's early into the round. It'll get a lot of info,
I know exactly.
and that they will. Rest of UCSC revealed. Mizzou knows what to do, where they are, and Panda has a great timing because of it. If he can find it, and yes, he can. Panda able to claim I wins. Big problem here for Mizzou. Taking that is going to make things much easier. Spike going to go down here as well. So much util. B-Dog is going to get stunned as well. Spike going to get stalled. B-Dog is going to just invest the Rolling Thunder. Is going to get a big knock-up, and Adelia on this flank is going to try to hunt these members down. Is in such a good position. And that he will find 1, finds 2. Waiter finds 1 of his own, and the Spike will go down as just a little bit of extra money too.
I really like the play there from Mizzou. The counter aggro that I really don't think UCSC was expecting to get hit with the Rolling Thunder there. And Mizzou doesn't even need to lay down the spike. They just go full onto the UCSC core. And yeah, no post plant here. Really interesting stuff and really effective. So you're going to be coming into this next round. Once again, a tied game. Only ultimate available for Mizzou is going to be that Hunter's Fury, but
Neon very angry, running down this C site. Very aggressive plays right now from UCSC. Nice shot. Waiter finds the first. Neon just has to run. Bobanada is able to find a trade back on over, but it's just immediately traded back. And Panda is able to take out his counterfeit.
yes, Neon is still lurking in the background. Gotta be a little bit worried about that, but
Ooh, gotta be worried about that Cypher too. He will take down Dahlia.
yeah, not too many great tools for the post plant here. No
Oh,
ults
the
to work
timing
with.
doesn't go the way of Mizzou. Ken Laywin able to win out on the fight with the classic. Now, this round is much scarier. 2 versus 2. Both these players get the rifle upgrades.
Player standing.
Panda not looking at the right spot. It's all up to B-Dog. The neural theft will be used. The stun, the aftershock will be used. And it will get the bomb to half. But I don't think it's enough time. Mizzou in a good 4v2. Throw away the round. And UCSC has claimed double digits.
Yeah, just a little bit of a mechanical miscue playing into that Neon. She's just able to get the classic right click shot. And that's enough to secure the kill there. And by the time that's all said and done, you've got only 2 members left, one of them at critical HP, and you're just not really in a winnable situation on the post plant. You don't have those kind of strong tools that UCSC had on their offense with the Teo. And they are able to bounce back once again. Mizzou has been able to bring this to a tied game, but they just have not been able to take a lead.
Oh, Armageddon immediately used. That's going to force Mizzou back. Panda, though, with a good flank, finds one, but it's just going to be a trade 2 for 2 on both these sides. Trade of Duelist for Smokes. Mizzou. Losing Smokes is always tough. Always a tough situation to be in. GPL making his way down towards A. Teo in the corner here. Mizzou. Just biding their time, playing 2 members over by mid. GPL, if he does, he's got to clear this corner, and he's not fast enough. Nonsense. Finds the shot first. Now down mid, B-Dog. Nadalia. 40 seconds. They send the flash through. They're not looking the right way, and it's all up to B-Dog, and he can't do much. 11 now for Santa Cruz.
Yeah, that's really not one you can afford to give up there. Now you're back down 2 rounds. UCSC 1 round win away from taking this to match point. It was looking so good at the beginning of this half for Mizzou, but once again, Santa Cruz has managed to make the necessary adjustments here, and we're going to hit with another technical pause. Not quite sure what this one is about right now, but
We'll have to wait and see. Mizzou is definitely in a rough spot. They need this round. They're really looking to invest. GPL drops a rifle, buys half armor, has the Blade Storm. Everyone else spending quite a bit of money. They need this round in order to really make some space and give themselves an out. Because if you lose this, you're looking down map point, and at that point, you know, you're playing for overtime, which Mizzou really doesn't want to. GPL with the blades, hopping around, looking for someone, something, as the smoke goes out. Rotations, 3 members here. The camera will get destroyed as well. Unfortunately, Franken Dragon, Adelia falls. Panda right behind him gets a trade. Out goes the drone. It will go ahead and get a suppress up top. They see him. They get a spray. They get some damage, but they don't find the kill. There's a Rolling Thunder online here for Santa Cruz, and it might just be the instant pop. Yes, it is. That's going to stop the plant. That's going to stop Mizzou. Nonsense is able to find one. B-Dog trying to stall, but it's just for a little bit. The Rockets, the salvo goes as a quick flank. GPL needs to go crazy, and he can't. Can lay win with 3. Mizzou on to map point here. They need 3 in a row if they really, really want to take this before game 3.
I mean, they did it last map, but with the way things have been going over the last several rounds, it really seems like Santa Cruz has figured this out, and we are going to see the timeout called by Mizzou here. So they're going to take some time to try and figure out what they want to do for this strategy going forward. And really, it's just been the counter aggro from the defense so far. Mizzou's just not expecting these aggro plays coming up from the Neon so often.
Yeah, they played this early rounds really, really well, but it feels like they just have been stifled. The Neon, the Teo, the Breach. They've been so effective at finding these early advantages, you know, picking up those 1 to 2 kills or so. And from there, Mizzou is kind of left in a hard place. They don't know how to execute with those numbers down and play out the round from there. And we really need to see some changes here, especially right now. They have no rounds to give up. They've got to play flawlessly for these last 3 in order to take it to OT and avoid that map 3.
Yeah, you forced the Rolling Thunder out in that last round. That's not the worst trade in the world, but not many ultimates to work with on Mizzou's side. They burned the Blade Storm there just to get a bit of extra economy, and it's a rough position, like you said.
They don't have a lot of money to work with. A lot of members bought up that round, hoping to win it and take it 10 to 12, but it's going to be such a tough situation here. Panda going to go ahead and TP across. Guardian, Mizzou once again, backs against the wall, trying to fight for their lives here to take things into overtime. They have 3 to do it. GPL out onto site. UCSC, they spray through. They tag GPL a little bit, but they don't find the kill. B-Dog gonna get this plant. Smoke cloudburst goes up to stall. A lot of util back and forth here. The cages are gonna stall as well. Waiter has this. Hunter's Fury. Neon on the flank. Waiter has to stay alive. He's got to be careful. And Neon is pissed. And Neon's angry. She's looking for players. GPL has been suppressed. Dodges the flash. But that Neon is running up fast. And she's going to do some damage. Hunter's Fury now. It doesn't do much. Neon is pissed. And Neon will find 3. UCSC take us to a game 3.
Yeah, such a good start on that round there. I liked the play. Mizzou went in to get the early aggro on site. They send GPL in with the jet, just tunnel in with that cloud burst, and it gets them the early space they need, but the ultimate advantage is just too great. And, I mean, the Neon has just been so clean with the overdrive so far. It's been a while since I've really seen a Neon player get so much value out of that ultimate, and yeah, we are in a tied-up series. This one could not be closer so far.
Yeah, I mean, the first game going to double overtime, game 2, pretty close, 9-13. Going onto a game 3 just kind of feels right. It feels like these teams are so closely matched that it just had to go to a game 3.
Yeah, we'll see if attrition wins out in the end and which team has the strength to take this series the distance, but we're going to have to find that out after a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the final map in this series right after this.
Welcome back. Mizzou on Haven, their map choice struggle 9-13 as UC Santa Cruz takes it in pretty close fashion. Some of those rounds are pretty close, but they do take it nonetheless. We are on to map 3, the decider, the final one, and it's going to be split.
Yeah, we're living in the Bizarro timeline right now. Mizzou's winning Fracture and losing Haven, so we don't know really what's going on here. And we're heading over to Split. This map's been a bit unpredictable. Defender-sided map. We've seen both teams play a lot better on their offenses throughout most of the series so far, so this is going to be a pretty interesting change of play style for both teams, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the comps. We have seen some Teo in the past run on this map. Are we going to see it again? Are we going to see a mirror matchup? Are we going to see, we've seen it. You see, UCSC likes running that neon. Are we going to see it again, or are they going to go something like tried and true, such as that raise?
Yeah, I feel like it's really hard to run the neon here on this map. It's just so tight, so close range. There's not really a lot of ways for the neon to really flank around. It's just not the greatest pathing on this map. So I feel like ideally you're going to see the raise from both teams. I think it's just such a strong pick on this map, but you never know. I mean, UCSC, they've been going in with some unconventional picks so far in this series, so they could have something weird up their sleeves.
They could, and it looks like it is not. It is going to be that raise once again, and pretty close to a mirror matchup. The only difference is Astra versus Omen here. Astra picked up here for Panda, where iWins is once again back on that Omen. They looked good on it before. They're going to go back to it.
Yeah, I think we hadn't actually seen Teo on this map earlier in the year, but it seems like more and more teams are playing this character on more and more maps. And the Astra as well. We saw this a little bit on Pearl last week when Mizzou played in NECC. UCSC going in with a bit more of a traditional pick with the Omen.
Playing very slowly. Mizzou on this attacking side. Yeoman, very aggressive. The satchel goes out, but it doesn't quite matter. Waiter is there for the trade. It's a good trade here for Mizzou. Taking that Omen out for the raise is, I think, a good trade of sense or duelist for that controller.
Yeah, it's not the worst trade in the world. Notably as well, Mizzou starting out on offense on this map. They started on defense both of the previous maps. And then both those defender sides dug themselves a pretty deep hole.
It's going to go out. Mizzou forced to respect the space along with that boom bot. So they back away. 50 seconds. Cypher slowly working his way up. And if he can find a timing here, it would be very big, as no one is even watching right now. Daly just calm, collected, holding his own, just waiting here over by this A site.
30 seconds left.
Now making his way up, drops the camera, doesn't see anyone. A good shot, the salvos come out, the flash as well, stuns. Nice shot as Waiter finds Popanada. And now a spike going down. Adelia holding the flank as well.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left, but plant should go down. It's just a little bit of stall, but not much. Panda just jiggling, throwing some shots down to 13, but he did some damage. And a nice shot there by Adelia. Finds the trade for Panda.
Dodges the back nade.
One enemy remaining.
B-Dog nicely does it. Adelia at 13 HP claims the last.
Yep, really good stuff there on the pistol round. These have been back and forth throughout the day. Both teams have been taking them, but it's Mizzou going to be picking it up here. And interestingly, they're going to go with some early investment, throwing some rifles on 3 of their members. So they really want to secure this anti-eco, not let UCSC get an advantage on this defense. This is a bit of a risky play, though, I feel. Yeah, they're going to back off a little bit. Just going to go with the 2 rifles, pop a Guardian on their last member.
Yeah, going to invest up Mizzou. They don't want to throw this anti-eco, playing very slowly. A lot of stars go out here for Panda over towards this A site. Salvo squad as well. GPL with the blast pack onto the back of site. That's a stun to breach, but looking the wrong way. Panda is able to claim up 1. Nonsense with that right click, but Waiter with 2. Spike gonna go down here, and Mizzou in a 3v2. They don't want to give away any more kills. So I'm gonna keep these rifles into the next round.
My camera is destroyed.
They know where this Cypher is now.
They do. Oh, wow, a nice shot.
One enemy
Cypher does fall, and Adalia is there for the last kill.
Yeah, really great play from Panda there. Gets that kill, knows that last player is going to peek out heaven, and just dodges right back behind the corner with perfect timing and lets Adalia finish that kill off. Bait and execution there for the Astra player. And Mizzou, their investment pays off.
This
We've
goes
got
here.
bonus round, full rifles for UCSC. Not much money to work with. And Mizzou, they could jump out to a pretty good advantage early on here.
That they could. Cages go up just to frighten UCSC to start off this round. Mizzou looking to send some members over towards this B site as B-Dog with just a ghost and some shots through, but doesn't find too much. The Omen here for UCSC takes quite a chunk of damage.
Also, I have to point out, how on earth does Mizzou have an Armageddon already?
Orbs, kills, and
Yeah,
plants.
that's an impressive one.
they're even, I think, just going to invest it here. Where do they drop it? Is it up towards heaven? Is it up towards that back of the site?
Yeah, we really haven't seen Teo on this map so much, so interested to see what the lineup is.
Nade goes out. Armageddon used as well, and Mizzou are just stalled. Or no, Armageddon not out. That was just
Uh-oh,
that was
Panda.
Panda. Might just get knifed here.
Oh, he doesn't know.
They don't know. This is
Oh, the
very
Raze is waiting
bad.
for another.
Does anyone else see? Ken finds
Wow.
3,
Spike down.
looking for 4,
30 seconds.
and with that, no ammo in the chamber. That salvo will
Yikes.
claim it. Panda, gotta clear your corners.
Yeah, just a really great play from the Rays, just hanging around there. It's going to get them close to a showstopper as well. GPL getting lapped in terms of ultimate charge right now by his counterpart. So UCSC on the board, on split. Normally a defender-sided map, and Mizzou getting some early momentum. Very necessary for UCSC to shut that down quickly. Still got that Armageddon to work with here. It's going to be a fast push onto A here.
Yeah, already in the back. GPL does get tagged by the tripwire, and he will fall. Nonsense. Cypher with another, finally claimed by B-Dog, but now it's all up to Panda. Finds his second. The showstopper will land a direct hit, and Panda falls. Mizzou 2-2.
I don't know, you kind of got to respect that for Mizzou, though. I mean, you're forcing out a showstopper to win a 2v1, so not the worst trade in the world. Got that out of the way early. Mizzou's heading in here with 2 ultimates, 2 big ultimates, as a matter of fact. And we have Bucky Watch in the house and a Martial Menace. Oh, dear. Things are going to get weird.
Absolutely, I'm excited.
Early salvo comes out from the defense. Install GPL up here.
Let's see, does Mizzou want to invest any of their ults? They've got 2. Drone goes out and gets immediately popped. Nade into that corner. They're not falling for that trick again. Well, UCSC drops their own drone. Mizzou really want to clear that corner, and they even invest a boom bot. Unfortunately, Adalia, opposite side of the map, fall. GPL Bucky Watch, trying to find something. I wins. Is able to find Panda, so smokes down here for Mizzou. GPL, the Bucky Watch is not in the right
Player standing.
cards this time. And Waiter, though, with 2, or with 1, following up his teammate, but nonsense with 3. UCSC with 3.
Ooh, nearly identical start to the last map, or at least the last offensive half. Mizzou jumps out to an early 2-0 lead, and UCSC has shaped up since then. Nonsense has that Armageddon ready to go. Still got waiters available as well. It's going to be a rifle mirror for both teams, but a lot more credits on the side of UCSC right now. Still a blast pack for GPL, making his way to heaven. I think Cruz has an idea. Oh, dear.
Armageddon. GPL's got to turn and burn to get to safety. Waiter sending out the drone, and it's a good tag there onto Nonsense.
Yeah.
GPL gets taken low, but as that regen shield gets a little bit of HP, Adalia grabbing the neural theft here, and we'll be able to use it. Trying to get a corpse here.
Where is everyone hiding?
Ton of recon being gained for Mizzou right now. GPL is so low though. Panda though,
Nice shot, Panda.
very nice. Panda just lurking off towards mid, picks one off, and gonna rejoin with his team over on A side still. Playing very slow. There's just so many angles for the defense to hold, so many little crevices to clear. Mizzou's still gotta be so careful in a 5v3 situation.
Finally able to get the plant. Unfortunately, Panda falls.
Yeah, get some good damage onto Pope Nanda, but not quite enough to secure that kill.
Waiter. Armageddon is available here. I don't know if you want to burn it in any 3 versus 4, or at least you'd hope you don't have to. Aftershock nade going to be used. Maybe you do burn it once you see those kills go over to the way of UCSC. B-Dog needs to find this, and that he will. And now Adalia in a good position, lurking over here towards main. Nice shot there from Waiter. And that should be the game. And that will everyone gets theirs. Mizzou fight on back to tie it up.
Yeah, looking a little dicey there, but Waiter, I think in the end makes a smart decision not to pull the trigger on the Armageddon. It was definitely tempting to just burn that in order to stall things out and guarantee the round win, but he has some discipline. Doesn't opt to invest that in. And on the other side, Nonsense threw his in pretty early in the round. It was an interesting play trying to use it to gain space and then take that little cubby to try and get an angle as Mizzou tried to push back in. But Mizzou very much spotted that out, knew it was coming, and punished him for it. Early salvo comes out from the defense, but B-Dog immediately picks off the raise.
Yeah, finding the raise is big. The drone is going to be able to find one as well, forces the teleport away. B-Dog trying to chase down the Omen, just can't find it. 3 ultimates available for Mizzou. UCSC only having 1. Mizzou gonna even pick up their 4th. Your GPL Showstopper once again online. How do they play this out? A minute left on the clock. Playing slowly, playing cautiously. I like this.
Yeah, Mizzou's just going to fully rotate all the way back over to A site. 4 ultimates ready to go. I think we might see a showstopper to try an entry into this one.
Yeah, they are just struggling. There's going to be that showstopper. They don't know where any of these members are. Oh, and unfortunately, GPL is going to get tagged. A nice showstopper. Council Jeans thought he could sneak that one away. Through the smoke, finds one, but a good trade there from Adalia.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to get the
Tripwire
plant.
close. Panda has to dodge the flash. The jump. The 360. Popanada is going for some plays. And a nice one tap. Panda.
Ooh.
2.
You can't be aura farming in a 2v4. That's just not in the cards. And Mizzou, this is something we haven't really seen so far. Them retaking a lead. UCSC forced onto another eco round. They have ultimates to spend, but Mizzou really only investing the showstopper into that last round. It's a really powerful initiation tool, but you're still sitting on Armageddon. You're still sitting on Astral Wall, whatever you call it, as well as that Rolling Thunder.
GPL, the blast packs up quickly, catches Ken. Tay went off guard. Rolling Thunder is going to be used to try to catch them out of position, and Popanada finds one. Nonsense with one as well.
Yeah, the Rolling Thunder combined with the salvo there deals a ton of damage to the Rays, and shots through the smoke are just able to finish him off.
Drone gonna be used. Gonna clear some space up top. We'll go ahead and get a tag as well. Panda knows, and Panda claims it. 2v3. Mizzou back away. Plenty of time to work with. They can take their time. They can find these picks. They can find these members. Oh, but Popanada with 2. And now it's a 1v1.
Down A.
Yeah, this Cypher is out of position, though. He's got to come back in, and that's going to give B-Dog enough time to get the plant off. He has a Rolling Thunder if he really wants to use it, as well as full util. So sitting in a pretty good space, but...
Oh, unfortunately, the neural
Ooh,
theft's going to be
that's
used.
bad.
That's going to reveal his location. Oh, the timing is just not there. He drops. B-Dog has the Rolling Thunder. Who finds who first, and it's B-Dog. Finding the last for the 3K. Finding Mizzou their 5th round. Saves the Rolling Thunder, too.
Yeah, really good play by B-Dog there, just predicting which angle the Cypher was going to come from. And even with all the intel in the world, he wasn't expecting B-Dog to pop out at that instant. Takes some damage early on, and he finishes it off in the 1v1 trade. Really good stuff from the Mizzou initiator. And once again, still got those 3 ultimates available. Mizzou's won back-to-back rounds, and they've only expended the showstopper. In the meantime, they've been forcing ultimates out from Santa Clara.
Rolling Thunder here going to be invested for Mizzou. GPL with the blast packs going to try to run out. Salvo's going to be stalling. Ken finds 1. Council finds 1, finds 2, finds 3, and now
Standing.
Mizzou have crumbled Adelia in a 1v4.
Yeah, some really, really insane headshots coming there from Jeans. That's got to be an Xbox name. I feel like Council Jeans 44. Whatever. Adelia, really rough position to be in. 1v4. This Cypher just checking
Oh,
the
yeah,
left
Cypher
side.
just in that off angle. 4K. Council Jeans 44 and a 50. But UCSC at 4.
Yeah. And that's the Rolling Thunder expended. So Mizzou, 1 ultimate off the table. Santa Clara, they're very much not out of this. Working their way back up. They have credits to spare. Building up a pretty decent bank of ultimates. They only have that from the Shadows now, but they're closing in on all 4 of their others.
Santa Cruz in a good spot. Panda forced very far back. Very aggressive here. Santa Cruz is burning so much utility, forcing
Ooh.
Adelia out, and he will fall. GPL right behind him. Up close, they're able to trade out.
Down mid.
Location revealed.
Yeah, that's not a great trade for Mizzou. You have the Astral Divide, potential tool for this plant here. And
Nice
B-Dog
shot.
gets the timing there. Really nice trade.
Last player standing.
But Panda gets caught unaware.
D-Dog finds a 3rd. He needs to make this an ace. Gets the stun. Finds the 4th. Down
Holy.
to 10. 40 HP.
Breach mirror.
The breach mirror. Finds the ace.
Wow.
B-Dog gets all 5.
I mean, B-Dog, we talked about Pope Nada in the last map going off on the breach, but B-Dog has really become the star player. Camera's not working, but everything else is running strong. And that's going to be a timeout called by Santa Cruz. And yeah, they're wondering what just hit him on that map.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful play there from B-Dog to clutch it out and to put Mizzou at 6. An ace as well. B-Dog, his camera may be off, but I'm sure he's smiling.
Yeah. I mean, Mizzou, crucially, still, they're playing so conservative with their ultimates right now. They're winning rounds without even investing anything and getting trades out on the other side. Still, you have ultimates ready to go for Santa Cruz. Closing in on both that Armageddon and Rolling Thunder as well. They're close to a 5 stack. But Mizzou
They're
still got
close
that
as well.
Armageddon's. Closing in on another Rolling Thunder. B-Dog has gotten so many kills over the last 2 rounds that he's almost worked himself back up to another one. And Santa Cruz, I mean, they gotta pull something off here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially on split, such a defensive
Yeah.
sided map, and Mizzou have claimed 6. They're going into the half
yeah,
even.
we talked about, I mean, this being an offense-heavy series, but I really didn't expect it to be this bad on this map. I would have thought that the map favorability would have won out in the end. Ooh, a lot of players for Santa Cruz pushing up mid, and Wins just goes aggressive with the stinger.
They're going to try to fight back. They find 2 early picks. B-Dog not able to get a trade. Panda, other side of the map, trying to find the Cypher and is just unable to.
That's a star I cannot.
B-Dog sends the flash out. Mizzou are going to try to take some mid space. The nade goes out. Mizzou back away. It's a little bit of chip damage onto B-Dog, but he did it with 46 HP. I think he can do it with 57.
Yeah,
Speaking
3v5.
of B-Dog, able to find
Make that a 3v4.
another once again.
Hey, he's just 1 point away from that Rolling Thunder.
1 away. If he dies, he's up next round. If he gets a kill, it's up next round. If he gets a plant or an orb, it is up. B-Dog has definitely earned that one. Sprays through the wall. Panda
30 seconds left.
Oh, that was a really
drops
dangerous time to pull out the smokes, and he gets punished for it.
that he will. B-Dog trying to find something.
He's just on such low HP. 13
Solo,
seconds
13
left.
seconds. B-Dog, he's got to go. They've got to get the spike down. The tap, he can't get it down. Dragon, he's got to hold it. Adalia, he just doesn't have the time. He finds another. That's damage. And he should get this plant to get some extra money for the rest of the team. That he will. He will fall. I thought he almost would live there. As
Yeah.
Ken fired over top his head.
Yeah, well, Mizzou now they're guaranteed to head into the second half at least tied, which would be a much better deficit than either of the 2 previous maps. They have a chance to even head in with the lead, which they were not able to do in either of the first 2 maps, and both teams have an absolute plunder of ultimates to work with here. Astral Divide going to come out immediately, but it's going to be a complete fake. Oh, that's a really smart play there. Throw the Astral Divide on the B, divide all the attention away.
Problem is, Omen swung through, so they know that it's actually a fake. Fast rotation over to this A site now. Panda up in heaven.
With the boom bot, not able to clear the corner. Panda
Rolling Thunder going to be invested now. Wins, finds 2.
doesn't cancel the spike plant though.
Hold the shorty up close. That's going to be that Armageddon bird. The stall, B-Dog able to find another. The Armageddon just not able to clear out those angles, but
Ooh.
unfortunately neither is Mizzou. UCSC claim 6 and will tie it all up.
Yeah. I mean, we knew we were going to see some fireworks that round. All those ultimates popped,
Switching sides.
but UCSC
They will scurry.
just a little more luck and a little more mechanics on their side in that last one. So heading over to the defense for Mizzou. We are all tied up, so I think really at this point, Mizzou's got to lean on that map favorability here. It's a defense-sided map. You just got to leverage that to your advantage. But again, the story of today, both teams so good on their attacking side. Will that continue for Santa Cruz on split? One of the most defender-sided maps in the game.
Goes here.
Yeah, final map here. Final side, 6-6. Mizzou on this defensive side. Such a defensive-sided map. And they really, really want to start getting a lead early.
Waiter in the
Nade
corner
right
here.
on the other side. Waiter has to just back away as that nade forces them back. They drop down, and Waiter just can't land the shot. GPL and B-Dog are trying to fight on back. GPL gets a lot of damage, and B-Dog does too. But in the corner, GPL is not able to do much, and now
Everyone is so low, but they
everyone
just can't
is
finish
so
them off.
low, but they just can't do the little bit of damage.
Panda grabs one, so 2v3. Some really low health bars on 2 of the members of Santa Cruz, but Panda's extremely low as well.
Delia gets taken low, and so does Panda. It's gonna be a miracle. They want to get this, and now Adelia all alone. Gets a lot of damage, so these members of Santa Cruz are low, but they know exactly where he's coming from. They're just gonna play this 3-man crossfire. The moment someone sees anything, it's just gonna be shooting range.
Yeah.
You can't even get out of the smoke.
Yeah, just a spam through the smoke. Really unlucky stuff for Mizzou there. So many members taken low, but they're just not able to quite win it out in the end. And ooh, gotta think maybe a little bit of nervousness coming through.
1 second, peeps.
Marshall Menace
The Marshall Menace.
on the field. We haven't seen much. Saw like 1 kill early on in a losing round for Panda, but we've seen big things before. I'm a believer.
I'm a believer. Panda's gone crazy. Unfortunately, they're
no
not
one's heading
going
his
to be
way,
safe.
yeah.
The stuns, the U-tail, forcing Mizzou just all the way back. Nade ready for any sort of activity. See Mizzou how it wants to play. They've got a camera up towards A. They see the boombot. They see a lot of people. And with that, that's going to be the call for Mizzou to rotate up close. Can Laywin lies in wait.
Yeah, this Raze player has been so deadly so far, and just caught unawares inside the smoke.
Spots the Omen. They don't grab the gun just yet. The jump, not able to find it. GPL is only able to pick up a ghost, unfortunately, for themselves. The salvos, unfortunately, don't do much. GPL finds 2 with a ghost, looking for more, can't find it. And now Panda, in a 1v2, the nade will force him back. The flash, he can't do much else from there.
Yeah, really good flash there from Pope Nada. The Marshall's just not going to win that in that situation. Maybe not the smartest choice there for Panda. But Mizzou going to try and clean things up on this bonus round. This is not a situation they found themselves in all too often during this series, having lost 2 in a row to start a half.
It is unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, though. Split, still a very defensive-sided map. You know, you lose the pistol. Those rounds can go either way, but once you lose that first one, you're almost guaranteed to lose the second. You really just got to win this round and the future ones, as GPL is forced low and forced away. B-Dog can claim 1, but only 1.
Yeah, it's a trade. Once again, the Rays can, on the side of UCSC, is just so good at trading these kills back. Oh, Panda could have.
Panda, clear your corners. He sees them and he finds them. Council Gene's taken down.
That's a really good pick there. I mean, that's so much intel lost for UCSC. They also don't have the Teo anymore, so a lot of initiation potential. That's not good.
Oh, that's not good, but Adelia
Spike down.
finds a trade back. 2v3. The teleport across, and now Spike will go down. Adelia thinking about
Spike planted.
swinging through the smoke, but decides against it. Panda.
Yeah, the Rockets don't really come out in
Oh,
time.
he finds Panda, unfortunately. Just the timing is just not in the favor of Mizzou. The stuns, spots the gun. They know exactly where he is. He teleports away. They're trying to find these last players, and the shots just aren't landing here. Waiter can't land it. He can find one, but the
Able to
last
stick it.
one, he's sticking, he's holding, and Adelia. Pros don't fake. He's got it, and he'll walk away.
Ooh.
Too close for comfort and too expensive for Mizzou.
Yeah. I mean, they spend a lot in that round, so you you have to win that. But honestly, in the end, it's mostly worth it.
That goes there.
Forcing UCSC into a bad position economically. Panda gonna roll out with the Outlaw here. But I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna think twice about that. I think he realizes UCSC is gonna be able to come in here with full shields. So just gonna be a Guardian. Not the best weapons in the world for Mizzou.
Sends a shot through the
He
smoke.
did get the Outlaw. He switched last minute.
Concussing him.
Throws a concuss, sneaks away as it will get taken very low. Missiles go out.
Planted.
Spike will go down. Mizzou in a tough situation here.
That's
Not
such,
the best weapons to work with for this retake.
such a fast plant.
It's going out. They're going to try to get onto the site. Panda just laying some shots with this Outlaw up towards heaven. GPL gets one, but two go back the way of Santa Cruz. Make that three. Finally, GPL is able to answer back with something, but it's all up to GPL now. The reload is just at the wrong time. He's able to find another, but you're out of ammo, you're out of shots, and you're almost out of
Oh,
time.
the salvo. Yeah,
Enemy
Nice shot. Oh, but the timing, nonsense, is in the right place at the right time. GPL with 4, but just not good enough.
yeah, the Teo just secures that in the end, and such an unfortunate position for Mizzou to be put in. But it was a really great fast push from UCSC. I don't think Mizzou knew what hit them. And you really can't allow them to just slip through you like that and get such a fast plant onto A site, especially with the Teo in play. I mean, the more time you have to work with, the better. Because you do not want to be in a position where that salvo can stall things out.
Yeah, you really don't. And now Mizzou, they invest. They're back on to an array of garage weapons, but Wader makes it work with 1.
Just firing some sheriff shots through the smoke. Not going to find anything. Shutting down the Rays early. Pretty good.
Panda, though, trying to find that
that's-
flank.
That's
and
really
just
rough.
can't.
Yeah, I'm really not sure Panda can keep doing this on the smoke. It's interesting that they've shifted him back to this on this map.
One suppressed.
Scouts 1 did not catch the Omen. Delia, pretty deep position if they decide to try to clear it. Maybe he can find one. Maybe he can sneak away if someone overextends. Making their way up the breach. Over towards mid. They hear the tripwire. They break a trip. The cage. The timing. The timing! They don't know! They don't see him! They grab the shots! They're not landing! He can only find one! Oh, the panic. The shots. Waiter can get some damage done. The showstopper has been pulled out and will find one. The trade back. The shots. GPL finds another. There's 15 seconds left. They've got to play the time. They got to play their life. The tap.
10 seconds.
Walking away. He has a rifle upgraded.
Whoa.
Mizzou. They steal away another round.
That was so dicey for Adelia. If he had any weapon besides a classic, that would have been over in a heartbeat. But, ooh, the shots just don't quite connect there. But, I mean, I mentioned this at the top of the round. Panda gets picked off early there, and going for these flanks on the Astra compared to what he was doing on the previous maps with, like, the Chamber on Fracture, for instance.
Or the Omen.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's going to be the right play. I mean, Astra is just a lot more vulnerable than those other two, and you really can't afford to be losing those smokes like that early in a round. Very much an interesting choice to move him off of the Sentinel here.
We'll see if it pays dividends. Says nice shot from Waiter. Finds Ken Laywin. A big opening frag here for Mizzou. GPL backs away as many members walk into deep A heaven here, and Waiter finds
Enemy remaining.
3.
Spike down.
And
A.
the last member, they know where Spike is. It's just the Teo, and they hear the drop. They look for the timing. They look for the 4K. They're going to send out the salvos. Ooh, the timing is just not there for Mizzou. But GPL is on top of things.
I gotta say, this is totally random, but I think Teo might have my favorite character profile pick in the game. And the sunglasses, that's just so much like you can't beat that.
It's
So
pretty
cool
good.
looking.
It's pretty good.
It's going to be another timeout called by Santa Cruz here. We saw some interesting adjustments the last couple times they pulled this out. Mizzou definitely thrown for a loop a bit, I would say. But what do you think they're planning here on their offense after being stymied for a couple rounds in a row?
I think we're going to see something really aggressive. They've been holding up on these ultimates for a little bit. They didn't want to use them last round. It was a save. They've been working up for them. They have ultimates to work with now. And I think we're going to start seeing some of those invested. It's 9-9. We're approaching the end game. 4 rounds is all the team needs to win. There's 6 rounds left in regulation. There's not a lot of time for these teams in order to play. So you might as well use these ultimates, because if you don't, you're just going to throw them out the window in a few rounds.
Yeah, time has been the name of the game so far for these compositions as well. I mean, we've been seeing the most successful rounds on their offense has really been these rounds where they've gone in aggressively, gotten an early spike plant, and have just been able to stall it out with all the utility in the world. And with ultimates in play, they could leverage that strategy to a really
Panda
large
buying an
extent.
operator too.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think
Yeah, that's not one I don't think they're going to really expect that.
I don't think Santa Cruz is going to expect this. Waiter has the ultimate, and I think he's thinking about using it, especially when he sees one. That's going to be the showstopper here from Ken Laywin. It will be used efficiently as it finds one. The Armageddon for Mizzou, not doing too much, but Panda will do one. And going to try to do more, but just can't get it done in the
Really
back.
great reaction with the paranoia there coming out from UCSC.
Spike planted.
I-Wins, I believe, their Omen player.
Yes.
And yeah, a really unfortunate situation that Delia has found himself in. He's just going to sit back over here on A site, let this round tick down. So right now things are all tied up. UCSC about to go up 1 round, 10-9. This has been one of the closest series we've seen in a while. I mean, every map has gone down to the wire. And it's really just been both teams struggling to get anything done on defense, which very unusual, I would say. But the way the meta has shifted, the way Tejo has really changed the game, I guess this is the new reality that Mizzou's going to have to get used to here.
They've got 2 rounds that they can lose. They've got money to work with still, but they don't have a lot. They need this round, and they need it very, very badly.
Yeah, you really do not want to drop here.
You
I
lose
mean-
this, you go down 11-9.
And
And
won't-
then you're
you
out
won't
of
have,
money, out of
yeah,
cash.
no money to counter the match point. So really critical round here for Mizzou. They have Rolling Thunder, or no, they're playing into Rolling Thunder. They've got their own Neural Theft and Astral Divide ready to go.
Now UCSC slowly creeping their way down mid. Couple members out on the sides right
I
now.
don't think they saw.
Oh, they
see the
spot
jiggle
one.
peek.
They hear the boom bot. They hear the drone. They see a lot of people over towards mid. Panda
Recovering it.
gonna pick up the star. Spots one, a big kill, and he gets out. Stars go up. Time ticking, 45 seconds. Up towards heaven. That's going to be the Rolling Thunder. Adalia does dodge it. Can play in aggressive positions, but just the shots don't land. Panda, here's one drop. Sees him, picks it up. That's spiked down in the open. The second drop, they pick it up. The smoke goes down to allow the cross. The tap. It's going to just be a plant.
Planted.
Nade dropped low. No one there. B-Dog backs away the timing. Panda, he's got to find this, and he just can't. Armageddon's gonna stall Mizzou out up towards heaven for quite a while. B-Dog has the stun prepared. About ready to send it out, and he will. But Waiter is just getting stalled out from the utility, from the salvos. Nice shot there from GPL. Takes the lead. Finds two. They know the last one's in the back. They've got a nade. They send it, and Waiter is there for the cleanup. And Mizzou.
A critical win there.
Absolutely.
Wow. They're going to share the defuse credit. Get some ult charge for both members here. Really smart decision there. GPL going to be closing in on that showstopper. He's 1 point away. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to get him an orb this next round, just so you have that tool available. Ooh, this could not be closer right now. A slight leading credits going over to Mizzou. Pope Nada actually having to go in with the Spectre this round.
Mizzou also ultimates in their favor. GPL 1
Yeah.
away, B-Dog 2 away. They've got Panda, they've got Adalia. UCSC, they've got the Omen ultimate, and that's all they've got. So Mizzou is in such a good position ultimate-wise, economy-wise,
If they can get
game-wise.
the showstopper, I feel like that could just seal the round.
They've got such the advantage here in these last few rounds. They just need to win these gunfights. They need to win their duels, and they can easily walk away with a victory tonight.
A big stack on A site right now. UCSC wants to go in for this as a group. Both drones coming out.
The flash,
Flashes.
the drone. Oh, a nice tripwire. Catches Ken Leywin out in the open, and he falls. Mizzou, they pick up that opening kill that they need.
Plant is going to come down, so this is a little bit dicey. Mizzou still has to play this post plant. It's a very hard
Omen
site to crack.
is on the flank. Mizzou have to be careful.
Oh,
They've
no.
got to go. Oh, they think Panda heard something. I think he's aware. Oh, the timing. Mizzou. Panda, does he know? I think he does. He catches the flank. Mizzou, that's the problem player down. They know exactly where these members are. GPL finds another. The showstopper comes out. It will go wide, but Mizzou will claim the round
Ooh.
nonetheless. B-Dog will go ahead and pick up this defuse. Rolling Thunder back online once again, and Mizzou at 11. Everyone gets theirs.
Really critical getting the Rolling Thunder at the end there, because that was an expensive round overall. Investing the showstopper and the Neural Theft in. You're going to be playing against another Neural Theft on the side of UCSC. They've still got that from the shadows ready to go as well. But
Stingers,
Panda-
though, they've got nothing in the tank.
Panda's been holding on to this Astral Divide for a while now.
Yes, this
I
should
will
be
say,
fun.
I think that Neural Theft essential use in that round. It revealed everyone's location. They knew no one was flanking. They knew
Yeah.
all of their positions. I think that was, honestly, in Adalia, I think that was their go-to, their winning play that round. Adalia up top, the Stinger, they drop.
From the shadows invested.
Will get cleared.
Yep.
I think they heard it as well, so they know that they're not all the way to the back, but multiple members over towards screens. And Mizzou have to be careful.
Spike
I
planted.
think Panda has an idea that someone could be there deep towards screens. Propaganda is giving some pops, giving some peeks. The nade goes out. Mizzou, they've got a lot of angles to clear, and no one is down. The Rolling Thunder going to be used. No one's on site. Propaganda and Council. Jeans find 2. GPL with 1. Frag and Dragon needs to find
I
this.
know exactly
and-
where you are.
He has yet to. The Neural Theft reveals
Oh, I think it's on the
Mizzou.
other
A
side.
nice shot. However, the stall is up to half. Kevin K finds 2. Ken has stalled out the Mizzou lineup here. Adalia, the lone member, can't get it done. UCSC finds 11 with their backs against the wall. Now Mizzou has nothing in the tank.
I mean, neither team really has much to work with there. Every member except for one fell for UCSC, so despite saving that round, they still don't really have much to work with.
They've got full rifles, though. They sort of half invested. It was a lot of half armor Stingers. It worked out in the end, so they could full rifle, full util, full armor. And now Mizzou,
Are they playing for OT?
I mean, surely you could play for OT.
Oh, Waiter takes a face full of damage. Not sure what happened there.
Panda, if this drops and he finds the
The
shot.
Martial Menace.
Waiter up top gets his location revealed, and he will fall. Panda looking for some no scopes through. Can't get anything else. But it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down. GPL sends a nade out. That will push back. In fact, it will do a lot of damage. It will not find the kill, but it will do a lot. Do they? No, they don't. Panda falls. The paranoia comes out. Mizzou is just trying. They have to be afraid of the Omen. He's stalling so much time.
There's
It's
too
such a
much time
difficult
off the clock.
position. A nice shot there from Adalia, but he can't confirm the kill. B-Dog finds himself
Player standing.
back in the spawn, and so does the rest of Mizzou. Nonsense with 3. UCSC.
Match point.
Match. Series points in Mizzou with 1 left to go to OT. Are we going to get another OT?
Yeah, I mean, they were clearly playing for it there. I mean, not investing in that last round. It's a tough decision to make, but it allows you to come into this last round, this decisive round, a little bit more strength. They're going to be able to run with full Vandals, shields for most of their members, and a couple ultimates to spare.
Couple ultimates to spare. Panda, a nice shot, and he gets away.
Got it obscuring vision.
Down to 34 HP, but damage is done. He needs to stay alive. He needs to play his life.
Need that back.
He takes out the Armageddon. Huge tool down now.
I mean, the
for
Teo
Santa
in general,
Cruz.
that's been so obnoxious for Mizzou on the post plant. Now that's not available. Really big pick. Taking that stall potential off the table. Oh, I think GPL might have spotted a gun here.
Oh, now he definitely knows, but he doesn't want to swing back into it. Backs away. Camera set up here towards this A site. Dahlia watching to see if anyone jumps up towards heaven.
Yeah, and you can just tell how slow UCSC is playing right now that they don't have this Teo. They know if they go for that fast engagement onto the site, they're not going to be able to bunker properly. They have to play this so much more methodically.
Showstopper, Rolling Thunder here for Santa Cruz. World Divide comes out as well. Mizzou, 30 seconds left. That's going to be the showstopper here from Santa Cruz over to the A side. Adalia has just got to play his life, got to stay alive for the retake. 20 seconds left on the clock. They back away. The showstopper still in the hands, and it will go wide. Missiles go out to Salvo. A nice shot there from Waiter. They've stalled it out a little bit. That's going to be the neural theft as well. Panda and Waiter find theirs. The spike gets planted, but it's a 1v4. And they know exactly where the last member of UCSC is. The Rolling Thunder is going to be used to try to stall. He finds Panda. He finds another good flash, but it's all for naught. Mizzou say they want double OT here. They got it in game 1, and they're going to get it game 3.
Oh, man. This is the closest series I've ever cast. I mean, this,
I can't see them yet.
both of these teams just going back and forth. It's been an entertaining one for sure, but also exhausting. I'm sure both teams are ready to pull out all the stops to make sure they can just go home at this point.
Yeah, it is late here for us.
Not quite as late on the West Coast, but
Definitely not. It is only 9 p.m. there. It is almost 11 here for us. So these players, they're tired. They're feeling the exhaustion of playing so much Valorant. They don't want to see 20-plus rounds of overtime, but they also don't want to see a loss.
yeah. Gonna be offense first for Mizzou. They're going heavy hitting on this A site.
TPL crossing over up towards ramp. Sends some shots down. The drone goes out towards the site. Will go ahead and catch that breach, so they know that there's a breach over to the site. The rotations are coming out as well here for the side of Santa Cruz. The boombot goes through. Will not scan anyone. Shots through. Waiting for the flash. They've got to be careful. One right next to them, and they get one. It's a trade 1-for-1. Duelist for duelist raises down. No more nades.
Oh, the
Don't
crab's
think
not
it
gonna
actually
spot
spotted him. The spy cam will find one. Waiter gets away with the knife out, and B-Dog is there to pick up the second. Panda up top. Do they know? Are they aware? He's just got to play his life. He's just got to scare them. And look how far back he falls, and look how much time this stalls. Nonsense. Thinks he's cleared it out, and now Panda could have a good flank. He hears the drop,
Cage triggered.
or he should have, as Adelia on the back of sight. Does fall, unfortunately, and now Panda, the tap, has the pull. Waiter, Armageddon 2, sends the missiles out.
Comms.
Down to half. The missiles will claim one, and the Armageddon should stall out long enough. Nonsense finds Waiter, but B-Dog will find Nonsense. Mizzou 13,
Switching
one
sides.
away,
Match
and the timeout here
Oh,
in overtime.
what is this, the third timeout of the map for UCSC? I mean, they are taking any coaching advantage they can get to try and figure out a strategy to stop Mizzou here. Critical offensive win for Mizzou. You cannot drop an offense, I don't think. I mean, again, just throughout this entire series, it has been offense favored for both teams. And what we saw on the first map, the first team to drop an offensive side was the one that lost in Santa Cruz. They were the one that dropped first. So Mizzou, if they're able to hold out on this defense, can take this series home and go home, which I'm sure they would very much like to do at this point. But we are going to see an operator on a Dahlia, of all players.
Yeah, we haven't seen this. We've seen Panda pick it up a couple times. He was playing the Chamber. We did see it earlier as well. Definitely looks better in the Chamber than we saw it before, but Dahlia picking it up. This is a new one. We have not seen this. I'm excited to see
20
if it
seconds left. We'll see if he
really
actually
works
goes
out.
for it. Oh, actually, they're playing hot potato with it. GPL picked it up. Frag and Jaggins got it back in his hands
That goes
now.
Here.
So I think we are going to see.
we are going to see it.
Yeah, the fabled Cypher operator.
I haven't heard of that one in a while. There's been rumors of it floating around. Camera gets broken instantly from GPL. Cypher Cages used it. As Panda is going to get blind, is going to get stunned, forced to fall all the way back, has a teammate to cover. Nade as well. Very fast attack here from Santa Cruz. Adelia, the op.
I don't think they know this
I
is
don't
here.
think they know. If they peek just a little farther and he finds it, the operator works. It finds the first blood.
That is a massive shutdown there.
Two more up towards heaven. Adelia stuck in the back. If he can get one more, this operator would be a huge purchase for Mizzou.
They got to know he's covering this angle at this point. Another pick for GPL.
And they're holding. They're watching. B-Dog finds another. Panda finds it. And
And it's
Mizzou
all
are
coming
looking
apart.
for the last member. They know exactly where he is, and it's a flawless Mizzou.
Defenders win.
They don't want to play anymore. They're done for the night. A flawless final
Wow.
round in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, you could really tell Mizzou wanted that there. And, I mean, coming out of the coach's timeout for UCSC, you're thinking they have something cooked up, but it's Mizzou. They go with the unconventional strat, pop the operator on the Cypher, and it's a Dahlia that takes him home to victory. That opening kill just really setting the tone for the rest of the round. And an extended series finally comes to an end. Mizzou on top.
Yeah, a 2-1 series. It was a long one, back and forth, all through the night. Overtime, game one. Quite the game, too, in overtime in the final decider. But it is Mizzou who do take it 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, just really amazing stuff coming out from both teams and some really interesting developments in terms of the meta. We're seeing Teo played every single map today and looking very, very strong. So both teams, and I feel like the teams in this meta as a whole are really starting to figure out how to utilize this character, and it's seeming like he is just going to be a hard mainstay in the meta for now.
Yeah, definitely. I think I have to agree. Teo is just so consistent, so much util, so much ability to just clear sights, stall those plants,
Yeah.
stall out these
I mean, the post plant is
close
so strong.
angles. So powerful, so much area control, area denial. That I think we are going to be seeing him for quite some time until we see some nerfs come his direction. So I hope you all like Teo because he's definitely going to be showing back up.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for us. Thank you once again. We are going to have a post-game interview with one of the players, so be there to watch that. Thank you all. Never mind. No post-game interview. Everyone wants to go to bed.
Yeah,
Everyone's
that's
tired,
understandable.
and I absolutely understand that. So that's going to be it here for us tonight. Tomorrow we've got League of Legends at 9 p.m. once again versus Santa Cruz. So it'll be a rematch for the League of Legends team. We've beaten them in Val. We're going to try to beat them again in League. So be there for that. That's going to be it for us tonight. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.